Chapter 90. A strong attack. Don't worry, senior brother. This kid is dead meat. Yan Tiandao smiled cruelly. The Outer Disciple Challenge began. There were many people in this challenge and it was divided into 10 arenas. Of course, most of the participants were above LV6 of the True Spirit Realm. If they were too weak, there was no need for them to participate. Because there were too many people, even if most of the Outer Disciples did not participate, there were still thousands of people. There were 10 arenas, and each time there would be 100 people in each arena. With 1,000 people in each arena, there would be several rounds. Only 1 out of 100 people could advance to the next round. That was to say, only a few dozen people could advance to the next round. It began. Yang Hanwu was assigned to the second group of the 7th arena. After half an hour, the winner of the first group had been decided. It could be seen that those who could advance were above LV9 of the True Spirit Realm. Those who had not reached LV9 of the True Spirit Realm had no chance at all. Of course, in such a battle royale, everyone would choose to defeat the strongest one first. Therefore, many of the stronger ones might not be able to advance. It was the second group's turn. Yang Hanwu leaped up and stood on top of the ring. It was extremely difficult to advance to the next round in a battle royale of 100 people. TSK, there's a LV2 True Spirit Realm kid. He's courting death. Everyone looked at Yang Hanwu and laughed wildly. In this arena, no one cared about life or death. If they died, they would have died in vain. Otherwise, there would be more than a few thousand people. Those who were weaker did not come up because they were afraid of death. If there was a rule to limit life and death, there would be more than 10,000 people, or even more. Get lost, I'm his opponent. A voice sounded, and those who wanted to fight Yang Hanwu were all sent flying. This person was Yan Tiandao, recognized as the #1 Outer Disciple. It's Yan Tiandao. He's on the 7th arena. Everyone, let's kill him first. Seeing that it was Yan Tiandao, everyone realized that they were in danger. If Yan Tiandao was here, they would not stand a chance. Therefore, dozens of people all attacked Yan Tiandao. Below the arena, Mu Shirin was worried. Fang Yang sneered and said to Mu Shirin, "That little bastard is dead for sure. He actually dares to participate in the Outer Disciple Challenge. Yan Tiandao is my man, he will definitely kill that little bastard. Fang Yang, you're too despicable." Mu Shirin was very unhappy. She was very worried about Yang Hanwu. Her eyes were fixed on the arena. Beg me. If you beg me, I can ask Yan Tiandao to spare his life, just cripple his cultivation. Fang Yang couldn't help but smile when he saw Mu Shirin's reaction. Dream on. I believe him. He's only at the 2nd level of the True Spirit Realm. His strength has broken through a level, but he's definitely no match for Yan Tiandao. Fang Yang said, "He'll die a horrible death." On the stage, Yan Tiandao flipped out. He held a black saber in his hand, which emitted a strong light. Die! All of you, die! Yan Tiandao roared and waved the saber in his hand. Slash after slash, several warriors were killed. In an instant, Yan Tiandao had killed 20 to 30 people. The others were all frightened. Devil, he's a devil. I admit defeat. One by one, they were frightened and jumped off the stage. I'm surprised that you didn't run away. There were only 2 people left on the stage. One was Yan Tiandao, and the other was Yang Hanwu. He's too stupid. Is this guy scared out of his wits? He's only at the 2nd level of the True Spirit Realm. Why didn't he admit defeat? Is he courting death? I'm afraid this guy is tired of living. Below the stage, there were discussions as they looked at the 7th arena. Idiot, come down and admit defeat. Mu Shirin shouted. Yang Hanwu turned a deaf ear to her. It's too late for you to admit defeat and get off the stage. Yan Tiandao licked the bloodstains on the battle blade in his hand. A bloodthirsty light flashed in his eyes as he stared at Yang Hanwu like a hungry wolf. You should never have offended someone you shouldn't have. Therefore, you will die in my hands. You talk a lot of nonsense. Yang Hanwu didn't take Yan Tiandao's words to heart. So what if a peak true spirit realm could kill a purple mansion realm cultivator? It wasn't like he hadn't killed a purple mansion realm cultivator before. Kid, you're courting death. Yan Tiandao's eyes flashed with killing intent. I've decided not to kill you easily. I'll kill you slowly. As he spoke, Yan Tiandao moved. Like a leopard, he pounced on Yang Hanwu. His speed was astonishing. Rock body movement. Yang Hanwu shouted. He exerted his body movement to the extreme and used his speed to dodge Yan Tiandao's attack. The two of them instantly switched positions. No wonder you're so arrogant. You're good at body movement. Yan Tiandao was slightly stunned. He did not expect his attack to be dodged. His speed was so fast. However, this is the end. Although your movement technique is not bad, your realm is too low. Moreover, the range of the arena is limited. Kid, you can't escape. Heavenly Blade Combat Body, activate. Kid, it's your honor to die under my Heavenly Blade Combat Body. A huge shadow appeared above Yan Tiandao's head. It was a saber. The saber was covered with ancient runes and was filled with mysterious power. Streams of saber chi spread out, forming a vacuum domain. What a terrifying saber chi. Is this Yan Tiandao's Heavenly Blade Combat Body? It's terrifying. As long as Yan Tiandao breaks through to the Purple Mansion realm, he'll be able to comprehend saber intent. Ghosts and gods retreat with one slash. TSK. No wonder Yan Tiandao can kill a Purple Mansion realm expert with his true spirit realm cultivation. Terrifying. That kid is dead meat. He's just at true spirit realm level 2. How dare he challenge Yan Tiandao? Yang Hanwu stared at the shadow of the saber and swallowed his saliva. A voice in his mind shouted. Swallow him. Swallow him. It devoured his battle constitution and bloodline phantom. The temptation was too great. The shadow of the Heavenly Blade Combat Body made Yang Hanwu excited. The excitement came from the depths of his bloodline. Yang Hanwu had a strong feeling that as long as he swallowed this guy's Heavenly Blade Combat Body and soul, his strength would have a breakthrough. His dragon soul would also have a shocking change. Yan Tiandao felt uncomfortable being stared at by Yang Hanwu. It was as if he was being stared at by a powerful beast. A trace of fear emerged from the depths of his heart. Damn it. Why did I have such a thought? Yan Tiandao was furious. He was at the peak of true spirit realm level 10 and possessed the Heavenly Blade Combat Body. He had killed a Purple Mansion realm expert. How could he be frightened by a level 2 true spirit realm expert? Kill him. Kill him now. Yan Tiandao made his move. He swung the saber in his hand. Heavenly Blade Trial. Saber chi filled the entire space and merged into the saber in Yan Tiandao's hand. It turned into a huge saber radiance. A huge saber slashed towards Yang Hanwu. A trace of disdain flashed in Yang Hanwu's eyes. Battle Spirit Possession. Vigor Skill. Golden Dragon Combat Body. Mysterious Dragon 9 changes, 3rd change. Omnidirectional Killing Fist, kill. 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 His strength was fully unleashed. His genuine chi surged and a terrifying aura burst out. Countless punches were thrown out. In a breath, Yang Hanwu had thrown out hundreds of punches. Every punch contained a terrifying amount of power, as well as a shocking amount of killing intent. The huge saber was smashed into pieces by Yang Hanwu. It turned into nothingness and dissipated in the air. Then, Yang Hanwu's fist tore through the air and landed heavily on Yan Tiandao's body. Boom! Chapter 91. A big upset. You want to fight me with this little bit of skill? Yang Hanwu did not give him a chance. He caught up with him, grabbed his head, and punched him again. Dragon Soul, Sky Devouring, devour. The shadow of the dragon soul above Yang Hanwu's head opened its mouth and bit the shadow of the saber. Crack! Crack! The shadow of the saber shattered bit by bit. Oh my god, what kind of combat constitution is that? His vision is so fierce and overbearing that it devoured Yan Tiandao's saber vision. No, I feel that Yan Tiandao's aura is weakening. Yan Tiandao is going to die. The audience was in an uproar. Yan Tiandao was recognized as the #1 outer disciple. Even if he entered the inner gate, he would still have a place in the inner gate. Who would have thought that he would be beaten so badly by a new disciple at LV2 True Spirit Realm? He could not fight back at all, and even his vision of the Sky Saber combat constitution was devoured. Trash, trash. I gave him so many benefits, but he can't even defeat a LV2 True Spirit Realm kid. What a piece of trash. Fan Yang was so angry that he vomited blood. Group 2, Arena 7, Yan Hanwu wins. The host announced the result. Yan Hanwu jumped down with a smile. After devouring Yan Tiandao, Yan Hanwu felt that the spiritual qi in his body had reached the limit and was about to break through. Congratulations, senior brother. Junior brother Yang, congratulations. Mu Shirin's beautiful eyes sparkled. This junior brother was not simple. He was too powerful to defeat Yan Tiandao at LV2 True Spirit Realm. Even the gifted pro-disciples in the sect were not as good as him. Congratulations to you too. Yang Hanwu did not stay in the arena. The second round was in 3 days. He could use this time to break through to LV3 True Spirit Realm and consolidate his cultivation. Senior sister, I have comprehended something from the battle just now. I need to go into seclusion to cultivate and digest these comprehensions. Therefore, I can't accompany senior sister to watch the competition, Yang Hanwu said. I don't have anything to see. I'll go back with you, in case Fan Yang comes looking for trouble again. Mu Shirin had no interest in this so-called outer disciple challenge. If it wasn't for Yang Hanwu, she wouldn't have come here. All right. In the depths of Sky Dragon Sect. In a few ancient courtyards. These ancient courtyards are occupied by the Sky Dragon Sect's Grand Elders. In the Sky Dragon Sect, these Supreme Elders were the real big shots. Their cultivation bases had all reached the 7th level of the Arcane Embryo Realm. Once one's strength reached the Mystic Embryo Realm, one could become a true disciple. Once one reached the 7th level of the Mystic Embryo Realm and was less than 100 years old, one could become a saint. In the future, one could become a Vice Sect Master and compete for the position of Sect Master. As for those who were over 100 years old, they could become Supreme Elders. Interesting, interesting. A little guy at the 2nd level of the True Spirit Realm defeated a little guy at the peak of the 10th level of the True Spirit Realm. It seems that he was hiding his cultivation. An elder squinted his eyes and put down a chess piece in his hand. This elder was dressed in a scholarly robe and had an extraordinary temperament, as if he was a great scholar. Opposite him sat an old man. This old man was dressed in green clothes made of coarse cloth. His two thick, black, and curved eyebrows were very eye-catching. The pair of eyes under his eyebrows were the size of soybeans. They looked very comical. What, old bookworm, do you like this kid? The elder dressed in a coarse green robe said, You haven't taken in a disciple for hundreds of years. Are you going to take one this time? Let's see. The old Confucian scholar smiled faintly and said in a noncommittal manner, What's wrong, old thief? Do you plan on fighting with me? This kid is not suitable to be your disciple. Old thief said angrily, How is it not suitable? I think it's very suitable. This brat has the same demeanor as I did back then. He hooked up with old man Moo's granddaughter as soon as he arrived. I plan to teach him my trump card. The Confucian elder put down a chess piece and said with a smile, Old thief, you've lost. Old bookworm, you cheated. This round doesn't count. Let's do it again. The old thief was so angry that he shouted. The other courtyards also noticed this battle. Originally, Yin Tiandao was just SOSO in their eyes. If he was trained with the Tiandao combat body, he would be a peerless genius. They did not expect that there would be a genius more powerful than Yin Tiandao. This made them all think about it. They were all eager to take Yan Hanwu as their disciple. Of course, to them, only by becoming an inner sect disciple would they be able to officially become a disciple. Being an outer sect disciple was not enough. No matter how talented one was, even if one was unprecedented, they would still have to wait until they entered the inner sect. During the inner sect disciple assessment, they would have to choose a disciple. Furthermore, this was a mutual choice. Yang Hanwu did not know that he had attracted the attention of the supreme elders of the Sky Dragon sect. Of course, for Yang Hanwu, even if he knew, he would still do the same. The reward of being the first outer disciple was too tempting. Qinghuan Courtyard. Yang Hanwu had an independent cultivation space here. It was specially prepared by Mu Shireen. As for the work in the Savage Beast Garden, Yang Hanwu did not need to do it anymore. Originally, as an outer disciple, he had his own courtyard. However, Mu Shireen was worried that he would be targeted by Fang Yan. Coupled with the matter of the Qinghuan bird, she let him stay in Qinghuan Courtyard. But she did not know that this move made Fang Yan even crazier. As for Yang Hanwu, because of the rich spiritual qi in Qinghuan Courtyard, his cultivation speed was much faster than in the courtyard of an outer disciple, so he did not hold back. At this moment, Yang Hanwu was sitting cross-legged, refining and devouring Yen Tiandao's battle body anomaly and his soul. The Skyblade combat body anomaly was very powerful. Yang Hanwu had been refining it for a few hours, but he still had not completely refined it. The dragon soul anomaly outside his body became more and more solid, and dragon scales could be seen. If he continued to devour a few more powerful battle body anomalies, his dragon soul anomaly could completely materialize. Then, his combat strength would be even more terrifying. Poof! There was an explosion. An acupoint was broken, and his genuine qi became more condensed and pure. His cultivation broke through LV2 of the True Spirit Realm and entered LV3 of the True Spirit Realm. Yang Hanwu opened his eyes, and his bones cracked. He somersaulted in the air, and after standing still, he punched out a powerful genuine qi. Bam! A piece of rock instantly exploded and turned into powder. Although you're only at LV3 of the True Spirit Realm, the quality and density of your genuine qi far surpass that of LV3 of the True Spirit Realm. Even LV6 of the True Spirit Realm can't compare with you. Hua Qianxue said, after LV3 of the True Spirit Realm, you start to compress your genuine qi into a drop of liquid genuine qi. That means you've broken through to the middle stage of the True Spirit Realm and entered LV4 of the True Spirit Realm. Compress my genuine qi? That's right. The first 3 levels of the True Spirit Realm, which is the early stage of the True Spirit Realm, is the process of accumulating genuine qi. When your genuine qi reaches its limit, you can start to compress it. Hua Qianxue said, your dantian is very wide, more than 10 times wider than ordinary people. Therefore, in the early stage of the True Spirit Realm, you'll probably stay longer than others. Chapter 92. Shocking bet in Fang Yan's courtyard. Fang Yan and Lu Zongming were sitting opposite each other. Lu Zongming, what are you doing here? Fang Yan was arrogant. Although Lu Zongming had an uncle who was an inner sect elder, he didn't put him in his eyes. As for Lu Zongming himself, he was also an idiot with mediocre strength. His current cultivation was all because of his uncle's elixirs, so he looked down on him even more. I know that senior brother has a grudge against Yang Hanwu. So do I. That brat injured Lu Jia in White Wolf Country and did not give me face. I will definitely take revenge. Since we have the same enemy, why don't we work together? Lu Zongming smiled faintly. Work together with you? What a joke. Do I need to work together with a True Spirit Realm brat? Do you think I can't take care of him? Fang Yang was enraged when he heard that. Senior brother, that's not what I meant. Lu Zongming hurriedly said. Senior brother knows that this brat is extremely cunning. He also has Mu Shireen and Duan Qian behind him. As the nephew of the sect leader, it's inconvenient for you. However, I'm different. There are many things that you can't do, but I can help you. You want to join me? Be my henchman? Fang Yang looked at Lu Zongming. Alright, if you want to be my henchman, I promise you that if you do this well, I won't mistreat you. Lu Zongming was unhappy. However, Fang Yang had a high status and was backed by the sect leader of the Sky Dragon sect. There was nothing wrong with being his henchman. Lu Zongming would wait until he was stronger than Fang Yang to take revenge. Do you have any way to deal with that brat? Even Yan Tiandao was killed by him on the arena. We can't do anything to him. Fang Yang looked at Lu Zongming and asked. There are a few ways to deal with him. Lu Zongming said. If you want to do it quickly, you can do it on the arena. If you can't deal with Yan Tiandao, then others can. That brat is only at true spirit realm level 2. He must have used some secret technique to defeat Yan Tiandao. I don't believe that he can use it again and again. There must be a limit. That's right. This kid must have used a secret technique. Fang Yang nodded. Among the outer sect disciples, there are a few who are quite talented. We can give them a kind of pill and let them torture that little bastard to death. This is the Mad Demon Pill, a 4th grade pill. After consuming it, their strength will increase by several times in a short period of time. Lu Zongming took out the pills. It wasn't easy for me to get these. There are only 3 of them. Very good, I'll leave this matter to you. I'll make up for the consumption of these 3 frenzy demon pills. Fang Yang was very satisfied. Oh right, did you mention any other methods? As for other methods, we can't deal with him in the sect. However, if he's outside the sect, we don't have to worry about the sect rules. We can just find a few people to kill him. If you can't kill him in the arena, find a chance to lure him out and send someone to kill him. Fang Yang clapped his hands. This time, that little bastard is dead for sure, Lu Zongming said with a smile. 3 days later. On the training field. The first round had ended, and the second round would begin today. There were a total of 65 people in the first round. Among them, 3 were at True Spirit Realm level 7, 7 were at True Spirit Realm level 8, 21 were at True Spirit Realm level 9, and 29 were at True Spirit Realm level 10. The training field was once again filled with people. Most of them were outer sect disciples, but there were also some inner sect disciples. Cho-san, what are the odds for me to get first place? Yang Hongwu looked into the distance and saw that there was a bet. This bet was opened by none other than Fang Yang. This bastard hated him to the core now. Senior brother, the odds for you to get first place are 1 to 10. Cho-san immediately found out. 1 to 10? That's actually so high. Yang Hongwu touched his chin. He could make a lot of money. Senior sister, can you lend me some spiritual stones? Are you going to bet? Mu Shirin said, Fang Yang definitely won't give up. This challenge is extremely dangerous. Your chances of winning aren't high. Mu Shirin wanted to persuade Yang Hongwu to give up, but looking at Yang Hongwu's expression, she was afraid that he wouldn't give up. Senior sister, I know what I'm doing. Since Fang Yang looks down on me, I'll let him know how powerful I am. 1 to 10 is just right for me to make a lot of money. Yang Hongwu's eyes flashed with a cold light. Okay, how much do you want? Mu Shirin said helplessly. Senior sister, how much do you have? Yang Hongwu asked. 1 million spiritual stones. Mu Shirin said, this is my limit. Yang Hongwu was shocked. What a tycoon! The entire Golden Dragon country's annual production was only a few tens of thousands, but Mu Shirin asked for 1 million. The difference was too big. That's enough. Thank you, senior sister. When the time comes, I'll definitely pay you back 3 times, no, 5 times. Yang Hongwu took the spiritual stones and walked towards the gambling house. 1 million spiritual stones on Yang Hongwu being first, Yang Hongwu said as he threw the interspatial pouch on the table and looked at the manager. 1 million spiritual stones? This guy is crazy. He's Yang Hongwu. Damn, he's really a tycoon. Bullshit, how could he have so many spiritual stones? It must be Senior Sister Mu who gave them to him. I want to be a gigolo too. 1,000,000 spiritual stones. It's definitely a waste. Who does he think he is? He's only at the 3rd level of the true spirit realm and he wants to be first. At the gambling den, there was an uproar. What, you don't dare to accept? Yang Hongwu asked. This. The manager was a bit hesitant. 1,000,000 was a bit too much. Accept. At this time, a voice rang out. Fang Yang and Lu Zongming walked over and looked coldly at Yang Hongwu. You're giving me money even before you die. There's no reason for me not to accept it. Not to mention 1,000,000 spiritual stones, I can even afford 10,000,000. Seeing Lu Zongming and Fang Yang together, Yang Hongwu was a bit surprised. He didn't expect his 2 enemies in the Sky Dragon sect to be together. Die. Yang Hongwu revealed a meaningful smile. Senior brother Fang thought that I was going to die last time, but I'm still alive and kicking here. Not only am I alive, but I've also made a breakthrough, and my strength has increased by another level. The ignorant are fearless. Don't think that I don't know what kind of secret technique you used to win last time. That secret technique won't last long. Once it's over, you're dead for sure. Fang Yang sneered. Let's just wait and see. Oh right, the odds are 1 to 10. If I win, then senior brother Fang will have to pay 10,000,000 spiritual stones as compensation. I wonder if senior brother Fang can afford it. Oh, I forgot that senior brother's uncle is the sect master. I should be punished for not even knowing this. It's my fault. Yang Hongwu teased. Chapter 93. Violent Kill. The second round was also divided into 10 arenas. Rules: 2-on-2, elimination system. Life and death. Surrender or death means defeat. Yang Hongwu drew arena number 3, and his opponent was number 63. After a few rounds, it was finally Yang Hongwu's turn. The host shouted, Arena number 3, number 15 Yang Hongwu versus number 63 Zhou Ziao. Yang Hongwu leaped up and jumped onto the stage. He sized up his opponent. This guy was very strong and was ranked 5th among the top 10 outer disciples. Below the arena, Fang Yang and Lu Zongming smiled. That little bastard is dead for sure. He might win this round, but what about the next one? What about the next one? That's right. To celebrate, let's have a toast. The two raised their cups and smiled. On the arena, Yang Hongwu, you're dead today. Zhou Ziao was arranged by Lu Zongming and gave him a demon frenzy pill. He was originally at the pinnacle of true spirit realm level 10, and his combat strength was amazing. He might not be able to kill a purple palace realm martial artist, but after eating the demon frenzy pill, his combat strength increased tremendously. His combat strength was equivalent to the pinnacle of purple palace realm level 1, and he could even fight against a purple palace realm level 2. Yang Hongwu looked at Zhou Ziao. This guy's killing intent was so strong, and he was so hostile to him. He also thought of Fang Yang, so this guy must have been arranged by Fang Yang. You were sent by Fang Yang? Yang Hongwu looked at Zhou Ziao, and his killing intent spread out. I have no grudges with you. You can only blame yourself for offending senior brother Fang. Zhou Ziao pointed his long sword at Yang Hongwu. When you die, don't come looking for me. Shameless boasting. Yang Hongwu sneered, you're weaker than Yan Tiandao, and you want to kill me? You're courting death. As Yang Hongwu spoke, he activated his battle constitution. A golden dragon avatar roared and appeared behind him. He used his full strength. Titan Art. Mysterious Dragon 9 transformations, 3rd transformation. He activated all of them. He didn't use the battle spirit possession, and his combat strength was raised to the extreme. With the invincible saber in his hand, he looked like an invincible god of war. Azure Dragon 9 consecutive strikes. With a wave of his saber, countless saber shadows appeared and enveloped Zhou Ziao. Zhou Ziao also moved. He leaped into the air. His body was that of an eagle that could look down on the world and soar into the sky. That was why he was very fast and his movement technique was very powerful. Moreover, his body had already reached the second stage, allowing him to soar into the sky. Eagle spreads its wings. Goshawk pounces. Zhou Zihuan was like an eagle. He swooped down with a long sword in his hand. The long sword in his hand was like an incomparably sharp eagle claw. He wanted to tear Yan Hanwu apart. Ping ping ping. When the saber and sword clashed, there was a series of explosive sounds. Qi exploded, and saber light splashed everywhere. Yang Hanwu was forced back. Zhou Zi wanted to stand firm, his eyes flashing with madness. He had already taken the demonic frenzy pill, and the medicinal effects had already erupted. His combat strength had directly soared by several times. You are indeed very strong. As expected of someone who could kill Yan Tiandao. However, you will still die in my hands. Zhou Ziyao's long sword emitted a dazzling light, as if it was a small sun. Scorching sun slash. The small sun rushed towards Yan Hanwu, as if it was going to tear the space apart. The small sun contained a terrifying amount of energy. Even a Purple Mansion realm expert would not be able to withstand this attack. It seemed to have the power to destroy the heavens and earth, and it would kill all enemies that tried to block this attack. Young master, be careful. This guy has taken an elixir that stimulates his potential. You will not be able to withstand it. Quick, use the battle spirit possession. Hua Qinshua shouted. Yang Hanwu took a deep breath and did not hesitate. Battle spirit possession. Hua Qinshua's shadow turned into a white light and attached itself to Yang Hongwu's body, forming a white lotus battle armor. This caused Yang Hongwu's combat strength to increase. His aura had changed. True Spirit Realm LV4, LV5, LV6. All the way to the peak of True Spirit Realm level 10. Battle intent surged in Yang Hongwu's eyes. Looking at the powerful small sun, the corner of his mouth curled up, and a chilling light flashed in his eyes. Battle Dragon breaks the sky. The long saber slashed out, and a terrifying saber Qi turned into a huge golden dragon. It bared its fangs and brandished its claws. Its power was boundless, as if a divine dragon had descended to the world to kill all demons. Bang! 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 The huge dragon and the small sun collided, causing a terrifying explosion. The entire arena was blown up, and the defensive array was torn apart. Gosh, their strength is so terrifying that the arena was destroyed. Terrifying, too terrifying. I wonder what kind of secret technique Yang Hanwu has cultivated. He can actually increase his strength to the peak of the true spirit realm in an instant. Terrifying, too terrifying. If I went up, I would not be able to withstand even one attack. Zhou Ziyao also used a secret technique. Otherwise, his strength would not have increased so much. He is even more terrifying than Yan Tiandao. As the dust settled, two figures stood at the edge of the arena, looking at each other. Yang Hongwu's clothes were torn, his hair was messy, and there was blood at the corner of his mouth. Zhou Ziyao's injuries were also very serious, and his eyes flashed with a crazy red light. Kill, kill, kill. He was like a crazy demon. He was like a killing god, and his aura kept increasing. Waving his long sword, he rushed up quickly. Every time he waved his sword, a powerful sword Qi would burst out. He actually lost his consciousness. Yang Hanwu wiped the blood at the corner of his mouth, and a cold smile appeared in his eyes. He still had a trump card that he had not used yet. Water Flame Lotus, explode. Putting away his war blade, he raised his hands slightly, and two lotuses appeared in his hands. The two lotuses merged together, one black and one white. They kept on spinning, and a cold smile flashed in his eyes. The merged water flame lotus flew out, and its target was Zhou Ziyao, who was rushing towards him. The huge lotus collided with Zhou Ziyao. Suddenly, there was an explosion. A deafening sound rang out. The terrifying power completely blew up the arena, and the gravel flew out. The entire arena collapsed. A huge circular hole appeared in front of him. As for Zhou Ziao, he was blown to pieces by the terrifying explosion. Not even his bones were left behind. Oh my god, this is too terrifying. This move, I'm afraid that the full force of a second-level Purple Mansion Realms attack can't be compared to this. If Zhou Zi dies from the explosion just like that, his body will be smashed into pieces. This is too scary. Monster, this is simply a monster. Once he grows up, he won't be any weaker than those saints. Yang Hanwu, I want to marry you. Yang Hanwu, I want to give birth to your children. Below the arena, there were crazy shouts, especially those female disciples. They were shouting with all their might, and their eyes were filled with stars. Great! Serene was overjoyed. She won this battle, and it was such a domineering victory. With his current combat strength, he could probably even kill a second-level Purple Mansion Realm martial artist. On the arena, no one was a match for him anymore. Ordinary disciples wouldn't even have the courage to fight with him. Looking at Yang Hanwu on the arena, Fang Yang's eyes were filled with coldness. Now, you can be proud as much as you want. I'll let you be arrogant for a while longer. Later, you won't even be able to cry. Chapter 94. Taking turns to fight, Yang Hanwu stepped down from the stage to rest. He took a pill to recover his cultivation. Not long after, Yang Hanwu had almost recovered. Looking at the fierce battle on the stage, he knew that none of these outer disciples were weak. They all had their own trump cards. Stage 6, number 15 Yang Hanwu versus number 31 Yang Chen. As soon as the words fell, Yang Hanwu frowned. What's going on? This round hasn't even ended yet. Why is it my turn again? Isn't this against the rules? Serene also frowned and looked at Fang Yang. Seeing his smiling face, she said angrily, Fang Yang, is this your doing? It's me, so what? This isn't against the rules. I'm just pushing their battle forward. Fang Yang laughed loudly, although that kid's secret technique is strong, I want to see how many times he can use it. Yang Hanwu didn't say much and stood on the stage again. Why is it Yang Hanwu again? Did the rules change? Is someone messing with us? It's Fang Yang. I think he's messing with Yang Hanwu. This time Yang Hanwu is in trouble. Although his secret technique is strong, he's only at True Spirit Realm level 3. I'm afraid he can't use it continuously. Yeah, if it wasn't for this, Yang Hanwu would definitely be first. It's going to be difficult for him to get first place. Who told him to offend Fang Yang? Below the stage, almost no one was optimistic about Yang Hanwu. Although secret techniques were strong, they were generally limited and consumed a lot of energy. If they were used too many times in a short period of time, it would cause too much of a burden and damage one's foundation. For a martial artist, a person's foundation would have a huge impact on their future growth. Once the foundation was damaged, the consequences would be unimaginable. For Yang Hanwu, this was indeed a problem. Although the battle spirit possession didn't have a limit, it consumed a lot of energy. It was impossible to completely recover in a short period of time. If it was a tag team battle, it would be a huge problem. This was Fang Yang's scheme. One had to admit that this move was ruthless. For the others, their consumption was actually not that great. This was because they were originally at the peak of True Spirit Realm level 10. If they encountered an opponent at True Spirit Realm level 7 or 8, they would not need to expend too much energy to defeat them. Therefore, even if the interval was short, there was no problem. Yang Hanwu looked at Yang Chen. This guy's aura was also very powerful, surpassing the True Spirit Realm. His battle strength was not weak at all compared to Zhou Zi. He also took a pill that stimulated his potential. If I'm not wrong, it should be the same as Zhou Ziliao that you killed earlier. Hua Qianxue said, it won't be easy to deal with him. After all, your cultivation level is still too low. Strike first and gain the upper hand. Kill him in one blow, Yang Hanwu said after some thought. But what if I have another opponent like this? Hua Qianxue said, I've recovered more than half of my strength. At most, I can hold on for 2 more rounds. unless you can find a pill that can help me recover faster. What medicinal pill? Forget it, let's talk about it after we kill this guy. Yang Hanwu looked at Yang Chen and was about to make a move. Yang Chen looked coldly at Yang Hanwu. Without saying a word, he activated his battle body. This guy's battle body was a demonic bull with overbearing strength and astonishing defense. Ending the battle quickly was Yang Hanwu's best option. To stall for time, he didn't need the battle spirit to possess his body. If he wanted to stall for time and wait for the medicinal effects to wear off, that would be impossible. The only way was if he could cultivate a top profound step movement technique or an earth step movement technique. Moreover, if he could cultivate it to perfection, he should be able to do so. Yang Hanwu did not hesitate. Since it had already come to this point, he had to give it his all. Battle Spirit Possession. Mysterious Dragon 9 Transformations, 3rd Transformation. Golden Dragon Battle Body, activate. 10 Direction Killing Fist, destruction. After the Battle Spirit Possession, his strength increased explosively, reaching the peak of True Spirit Realm level 10, half a step into the Purple Mansion realm. The 3rd transformation of the Mysterious Dragon 9 transformations had 8 times the combat strength, breaking through the limit of the True Spirit Realm. Once the 10 Direction Killing Fist was unleashed, the killing intent of the fist surged, sweeping everything in its path. That fist seemed to be able to shatter space and time. When Yang Chen saw Yang Hongwu's terrifying fist coming at him, his face changed. He originally thought that this guy wouldn't be able to use the secret technique again in such a short time, which was why he dared to agree to Lu Zongming's request. He didn't expect that Yang Hongwu could still use that secret technique. Moreover, his aura was even stronger and more violent. That fist was overbearing, and under that terrifying killing intent, it was as if he could see a sea of bones and mountains of corpses. It was like an azure from hell, causing people to stop breathing. Terrifying, extremely terrifying. What kind of cultivation skill did this guy cultivate? How many people did he kill? That was why he had such a terrifying killing intent. He was a terrifying god of slaughter. Demonic bull tramples the heavens. Yang Chen roared, and the muscles on his body bulged. His clothes were blasted apart, and he turned into a giant. His muscles were like steel, and his veins were bulging. His whole body was like a tank, charging forward. Boom! With a loud sound, Yang Hongwu's fist landed on Yang Chen's chest. The powerful force pierced through his chest, and a huge hole appeared. His heart was blown apart. Yang Chen couldn't believe it. He regretted it. Why did he agree to Lu Zongming's request? Why did he accept this mission? Why did he have to go against Yang Hanwu? That was the last thought in his mind. So powerful. Oh my god, killing with one punch. What kind of fist technique is that? I can feel the terrifying killing intent. Too powerful. I can't believe it. Can his secret technique be used without restrictions? Mu Shirin saw that Yang Hongwu had won and couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief. Fan Yang and Lu Zongming were furious. Trash, what a piece of trash. He couldn't even block a single move. Fan Yang slammed his hand on the table, causing it to shatter into pieces. Lu Zongming, who are you looking for? Is that all he can do? Lu Zongming was also helpless. Senior brother Fan Yang, this is not my problem. That guy was the 3rd place of the last Outer Sect Disciple Challenge. Who knew that he couldn't even withstand a single blow? You must kill him in the next round. I want to see him die. Fan Yang roared. Senior brother, don't worry. He will definitely die in the next round. I don't believe that he can use his secret technique so many times. Lu Zongming patted his chest and promised. I hope so. Fan Yang said coldly. Yang Hanwu walked down the stage. Although he had only used the battle spirit possession for a few breaths, it had consumed a lot of energy. Most of his true chi had been drained, and Hua Qianxue had also used up a lot of energy. She only had half of her cultivation left, and if she didn't have any elixirs, she would need at least 3 days to fully recover. Yang Hanwu knew that Fan Yang wouldn't give up so easily. Since Fan Yang had already used the tactic of attrition, the next round would be coming soon. The battle spirit possession could only be used one more time. In other words, if his next opponent was still at the peak of true spirit realm level 10 and had an elixir that could stimulate his potential, he could only blame himself for winning the next round. It was too difficult for him to defeat a level 1 Violet Palace Realm Cultivator without using the battle spirit possession. Unless he activated the 9 Dragons Saint Body, he would have a chance. Chapter 95. Soul Attack after resting for less than half an hour. Arena 1, number 15 Yang Hanwu vs number 18 Lin Yan. Yang Hanwu again? Isn't this too much? Yeah, it's obvious that they're targeting him. They've gone too far. In the depths of the Sky Dragon Sect's Elder Courtyard, in a large courtyard. Old Shu, that kid from the Fang family has gone too far. Old Thief and Old Scholar were still playing chess. Don't worry, that kid has a lot of potential. This is not his limit yet. Let's see what his limit is. Old Scholar said with a smile. Aren't you worried that the kid will be killed? Old Thief asked. Nope. Yang Hanwu stood on the arena, looking at his opponent. This female disciple named Lin Yan was at True Spirit Realm level 10, but she had not reached the peak. She was ranked 11th in the last Outer Disciple Challenge. You should admit defeat. Lin Yan looked at Yang Hanwu and said, You've exhausted a lot of your energy after 2 consecutive battles. You're not my opponent. Admit defeat? Yang Hanwu laughed, There's no such word in my dictionary. Come on, let me see what you're capable of. Stubborn. Since you're not willing to admit defeat, I'll have to beat you down. Lin Yan moved. She was as light as a swallow, and her speed was extremely fast. The audience could only see a shadow moving quickly on the arena. What a good movement technique. Yang Hanwu took a deep breath. His opponent this time had the body of a spiritual swallow. She was light and elegant, and her speed was extremely fast. He had to admit that although his movement technique was good, it was not on the same level as Lin Yan's. Since he was no match for her in terms of movement techniques, he could only rely on other methods. Yang Hanwu stood still in the same place. He simply closed his eyes and used his heart to feel, using his dragon soul to feel. He actually closed his eyes. What does that mean? Is he admitting defeat? Lin Yan was ranked 11th in the previous Outer Disciple tournament. She is known for her speed. After a year, her strength has improved tremendously. Last year, she was only at LV8 of the True Spirit Realm, but she was ranked 11th. This year, she has broken through to LV10 of the True Spirit Realm. Her strength has improved even further. She is not any weaker than a martial artist at LV1 of the Purple Mansion Realm. Lin Yan's long sword pierced over. It's the Spirit Swallow Sword technique. It's light and graceful, and the sword moves extremely fast. Last year, she used this move to defeat a martial artist at the peak of the True Spirit Realm level 10. Yang Hanwu suddenly opened his eyes. The saber in his hand slashed out, and the saber chi transformed into a real dragon. His genuine chi was majestic, and his power was astonishing. Using clumsiness to break skill. Good lad, what a high level of comprehension. In the depths of the Elder Courtyard, the Old Scholar and Old Thief were astonished. They didn't expect this kid's comprehension of the saber to reach such a level. At the beginning of the battle, he basically didn't have any skills. He completely used his strength to kill all his enemies. There was no skill to speak of. But now, the seemingly ordinary saber contained supreme skill. Using the simplest move and the simplest movement, he broke the nimble and exquisite Spirit Swallow Sword technique. Clang! The saber and sword collided. Lin Yan was forced back a step, and Yang Hanwu was forced back 3 steps. The difference in strength was obvious. The difference in cultivation level was difficult to make up for. However, Yang Hanwu didn't use that powerful secret technique. Otherwise, Lin Yan would definitely lose. He didn't use that powerful secret technique. Is there really no way to use it? If that's the case, then he'll definitely lose this battle. It shouldn't be that simple. Go, Yan Hanwu. Go, senior brother Yan. Defeat that hateful woman. Defeat that shameless woman. Below the arena, there were endless cheers and shouts. Yan Hanwu smiled bitterly. He really had a lot of fans. Of course, many male disciples were very jealous. Even some inner disciples were like this. This kid, didn't he look like a pretty boy? He was so arrogant after defeating a few outer disciples. However, without using the battle spirit possession, it wasn't that easy to defeat Lin Yan. Yang Hanwu felt that Lin Yan still had a trump card that she hadn't used yet. After all, the 11th outer disciple last year wasn't that simple. If you can't use that secret technique, you should admit defeat. Otherwise, you will die in my hands. Lin Yan looked at Yang Hanwu and said indifferently. These words surprised Yang Hanwu. This girl didn't seem to be worried about him using the secret technique. She wasn't simple. Could it be that she had a powerful trump card that could withstand his strongest attack? If that was the case, he might not be able to defeat her. When it's time to use it, I will naturally use it. Yang Hanwu said, even if I don't use the secret technique, I won't lose so easily. Are you looking down on me? Lin Yan's eyes flashed with a cold light. Since you don't want to use the secret technique, you can go to hell. After Lin Yan finished speaking, her aura surged. She seemed to have turned into a swallow and flew towards Yang Hanwu. Yang Hanwu felt that his soul was about to freeze. The feeling of death made Yang Hanwu's heart tremble. What kind of martial technique was this? It was so terrifying that it could directly attack the soul. It was too powerful. Dragon Soul Shield. At the critical moment, Yang Hanwu's eyes flashed. The Dragon Soul Shadow turned into a huge shield and blocked the terrifying soul attack. Even so, Yang Hanwu was still injured. His body swayed and he spat out a mouthful of blood. The injury was great. You actually blocked it. Lin Yan looked at Yang Hanwu in surprise. She directly attacked the soul. Even a Purple Mansion Realm expert might not be able to block it. However, Yang Hanwu actually blocked it. Lin Yan was shocked. You are very powerful. You actually know how to use a soul attack. You really surprised me. Yang Hanwu wiped the blood from the corner of his mouth. However, he was not weak either. The Dragon Soul Devour the Sky and the Dragon Soul Shield were both soul-type martial techniques. The Devour the Sky could directly devour souls and battle physique shadows to increase one's strength. The Dragon Soul Devour the Sky wasn't just one move. There should be other attacks. It was just that he hadn't broken through and couldn't practice it. This isn't my strongest attack. Lin Yan looked at Yang Hanwu and said, if you don't use that secret technique, you won't stand a chance. Lin Yan moved again. She turned into a shadow and rushed towards Yang Hanwu. Her long sword danced and sword chi covered Yang Hanwu's body. Battle Dragon breaks the sky. Yang Hanwu roared. He held the battle saber with both hands and slashed out. The saber chi rushed out as if it was going to pierce a hole in the sky. Bang bang bang. The saber light and sword chi intertwined. It was too much for the eyes to take in. As the shockwaves spread out, the stone slabs on the stage exploded one by one, turning into rubble. Yang Hanwu's body was covered with wounds. Blood constantly flowed out. He looked very distressed. Under Lin Yan's fast and urgent attacks, Yang Hanwu was constantly pushed back. He was firmly suppressed. Hurry up and use your secret technique. Come on. Senior apprentice brother Yang, come on. Don't lose to that woman. Below the stage, the little girls watched as Yang Hanwu was pushed back again and again. They clenched their fists, wishing they could go up and help him. Yang Hanwu secretly complained in his heart. Did he really have to use the battle spirit possession again? After using the battle spirit possession this time, what about the next time? Next time, he would have no cards left. This woman didn't take that kind of pill to stimulate her potential. If she had that kind of pill to stimulate her potential, then he wouldn't be her opponent. Chapter 96. 16 times combat power. Lin Yan forced Yan Hanwu to take a step back with every slash of her sword. Every slash was stronger than the one before, causing more damage to Yan Hanwu. No, this can't go on. Yan Hanwu felt that he had reached his limit. Is there really no other way? Do I have to use the battle spirit possession to defeat her? Profound Dragon 9 transformations, 4th transformation, open. Yan Hanwu roared, the veins on his neck bulged, as if his bones were made of steel. His aura suddenly increased. Success. Profound Dragon 9 transformations, 4th transformation. 16 times combat power. 10 directions killing fist, sky shatter. He punched out, the power was as strong as a dragon, as if it could shatter the sky. Lin Yan was caught off guard and was hit by the punch. Her body flew out like a kite with a broken string. Yan Hanwu did not show any mercy. Without any hesitation, he used the Kunpeng movement technique. His body was like a giant rock as he flew up and chased after Lin Yan. 10 directions killing fist, killing god burst. Yan Hanwu sent out another punch. It was as if the god of death had descended upon the world. The terrifying slaughter chi caused the air to solidify. This punch heavily landed on Lin Yan's head. Lin Yan was a woman, and a good-looking one at that, but Yan Hanwu didn't have the slightest bit of pity for her. After beating Lin Yan to the ground, he placed his saber on her neck. You lost. Lin Yan smiled bitterly, looking at Yan Hanwu. She coughed out a mouthful of blood and sighed, I lost. I was careless and lost to you. I didn't expect you to hold back your trump card at such a crucial moment. Thank you for not killing me. Senior brother Yang won. Yan Hanwu. Senior brother Yang, I knew senior brother Yang wouldn't lose. Cheers and shouts came from below the stage. Mu Shirin and the others were overjoyed, smiling. Fan Yang, Lu Zongming, and the others were ashen-faced. She lost again. Why didn't she use the demonic frenzy pill? Fan Yang grabbed Lu Zongming's collar. That Lin Yan is very arrogant. She doesn't even care about me, said Lu Zongming. I can't force her either. She has a grand elder behind her. This is infuriating. Seeing Yan Hanwu retreating step by step without the slightest ability to fight back, who would have thought that he would suddenly erupt and defeat Lin Yan, advancing to the next round once again. Who's his next opponent? I don't want anything to go wrong. This time, he must die. Fan Yang said. Next is the ranking competition. He's dead for sure, Lu Zongming said. Senior brother Fang, just watch. The next day, the final ranking competition had officially begun. The rules of the ranking competition were very simple. The outer sect disciples who were not eliminated would fight for the 10 golden seats. Those who did not get a golden seat would be eliminated, and those who got a golden seat would have the right to challenge. The fight for the 10 gold seats was still very stressful for Yan Hanwu. Even if he obtained the 10 golden seats, he would still have to face challenges. There might be 10 challenges in a row. If Fan Yang used him, it would be very troublesome. First was the fight for the 10 gold seats. This time, there were 15 people who were not eliminated. Speaking of which, Yan Hanwu's last battle was not supposed to be, but because of Fan Yang's interference, Yan Hanwu fought one more battle. Lin Yan originally had the ability to enter the top 10, or even the top 3, but because of Fan Yang, she did not have the chance to obtain the 10 gold seats. The rules for the 10 gold seats were very simple. They had to pass through a special space secret realm. Whoever came out first would obtain the first seat, and so on. The host ordered. All the disciples entered the secret realm entrance. Yan Hanwu was the last to enter. Yan Hanwu was very confident about this. With Hua Qianshua's help and her divine sense, it was not difficult for him to avoid the dangers inside. After entering the secret realm, Yan Hanwu was very relaxed. He was not fast. Interesting. This secret realm is actually a battle test. Yang Hanwu discovered that the secret realm was actually a test. Every test would have a corresponding mechanical beast. These mechanical beasts and mechanical puppets varied in strength, but the strongest was only at the 10th level of the true spirit realm. It was just that the number of people varied. There were a total of 10 tests. The first test was a person at the 8th level of the true spirit realm. The 8th level of the true spirit realm was naturally not a problem for Yang Hanwu, so he easily passed it. Next was a puppet at the 9th level of the true spirit realm, which he defeated with a single punch. The third and fourth tests were the same person, but their strength was at the 10th level of the true spirit realm. The third test was an ordinary 10th level of the true spirit realm, and the fourth test was a quasi-violet palace realm cultivator with a powerful combat physique. There was no strange smell, and he had passed the third and fourth stages as well. It did not take much time. When it came to the fifth test, the number of people increased. Both of them were at the 10th level of the true spirit realm. Mysterious Dragon's 9 transformations, third transformation, Golden Dragon War Physique, activate. Yang Hanwu clenched his fists. Omnidirectional Killing Fist, Double Dragon Strangulation. Lin Yun punched out with both fists, which were like 2 flood dragons, and heavily struck the 2 puppets. With 2 cracking sounds, the 2 puppets were sent flying. Die! Yang Hanwu took advantage of the situation and slashed down with his saber, destroying the 2 puppets. He had passed the 5th test. The 6th test. There were actually 4 martial artists at the 10th level of the true spirit realm. Didn't that mean that there were 8 people in the 7th test? There were 16 people in the 8th test? There were 64 people in the 10th test? There was no way he could pass this test. That shouldn't be the case. Hua Qinshua's voice sounded in Yang Hongwu's ears. I reckon that you don't need to kill them. You just need to pass through that door. If he didn't need to kill them, then it would be much faster. Wouldn't it be great if he could avoid them if he used his movement technique to the extreme? Let me give it a try. Yang Hanwu used the Kunpeng movement technique to the extreme. He opened his arms and flew into the sky like a giant rock. Just as he was about to pass through the puppets, a ferocious force rushed over. It was the first puppet. Damn it. Yang Hanwu kicked out and blocked the attack. Under the shock of the attack, Yang Hanwu quickly passed through the 4 puppets. Just as I expected. After verifying it, Yang Hanwu was overjoyed. If he passed the test like this every time, wouldn't his speed be faster? It's not that simple. Hua Qinshua said, you were very lucky this time. Do you think it will be so easy next time? If there were more than 8 puppets, you wouldn't be able to borrow their strength. He entered the 7th test. There were indeed 8 puppets. They were all at the peak of the 10th level of the true spirit realm. Their positions were just right. It was impossible to pass the test like the 6th test. Hua Qinshua, do you have any simple methods? Yang Hanwu thought for a while and asked. The main reason was that there was still a tough battle ahead. Yang Hanwu didn't want to consume too much energy in this test tunnel. Of course there is a way. According to my guess, these puppets should be able to detect the presence of the enemy through the aura of the martial artist. If the aura is well hidden, these puppets won't be able to detect it. Hua Qinshua said. You mean, hiding one's aura will not alert these puppets? Yes. What cultivation technique? Tell me quickly. Yang Hanwu wanted a cultivation method that could conceal one's aura. Generally, only assassins or killers would have such a high level of aura concealment technique. Of course, there were also some powerful sects and ancient families. Chapter 97. Tortoise Breathing Technique. Hua Qinshua said. I have a tortoise breathing technique. After practicing it, you can hide your breath like a tortoise in hibernation. No one can detect your breath. Tortoise breathing technique? Good, tell me. Yang Hanwu said impatiently. Hua Qinshua nodded. She flicked her finger and a ray of light entered between Yang Hongwu's eyebrows. So this is the tortoise breathing technique? What a good one. Yang Hongwu took a deep breath and sat down cross-legged. He began to practice this technique. Fortunately, Yang Hongwu's mental strength was strong. This tortoise breathing technique was not too difficult to practice. After half an hour, Yang Hongwu opened his eyes. How is it? Hua Qinxue asked. What level have you reached? The second level. This tortoise breathing technique is very powerful. If I wasn't worried about time, I would have reached the third level. But I don't have much time. After all, I am still in the challenge. Yang Hongwu's face was full of confidence. This tortoise breathing technique would be very useful in the future. Especially when he was being chased by enemies, this tortoise breathing technique would be of great help. The second level should be able to hide from these puppets. Give it a try. Hua Qinxue said to Yang Hongwu. Okay. Yang Hongwu nodded and took a step forward. The tortoise breathing technique was activated. His breath was completely restrained. Step by step, he walked towards the puppets. It is indeed effective. After walking past the first puppet, it did not attack. Yang Hongwu's face was full of joy. Don't go too fast. Seeing that Yang Hongwu was about to speed up, Hua Qinxue quickly stopped him. If you go too fast, you will be recognized. Seeing that the puppet was about to move, Yang Hongwu was shocked. Thank you. If it was not for Hua Qinshue's reminder, he would have been surrounded. It seemed that these puppets not only relied on breath but also movement to recognize intruders. This was only the 7th level. Would the puppets in the 8th level be more advanced? Yang Hongwu was still uncertain. After easily passing through the 7th checkpoint, Yang Hongwu arrived at the 8th checkpoint. At the 8th checkpoint, there were also puppets at the peak of True Spirit Realm level 10. However, there were 16 puppets this time. Yang Hongwu once again used the turtle breathing skill to pass this checkpoint. Next was the 9th checkpoint. There were 32 puppets in the 9th checkpoint, and the combat power of these puppets seemed to have increased slightly. However, it was a daunting experience without any mishap. The 10th checkpoint. This is the last checkpoint. After passing through here, we can leave. Yang Hongwu already saw hope. When Yang Hongwu stepped into the 10th checkpoint, he was attacked. A long sword pierced over at an extremely fast speed. Yang Hongwu executed the Kunpeng movement technique and barely dodged the attack. Damn, this 10th checkpoint seems to be different from what I imagined. After Yang Hongwu dodged, he opened up a distance and looked at his opponent. It's you? When Yang Hongwu saw the newcomer, he realized that this guy was not a puppet, but a person. He was one of the disciples participating in the Outer Disciple Challenge. His strength was also at the peak of True Spirit Realm level 10, and his name was Li Yi. You want to kill me? Yang Hongwu squinted his eyes and said. This 10th checkpoint is very difficult to pass. Why don't we work together? Li Yi put away his long sword and looked at Yang Hongwu. Hearing this, Yang Hongwu could not help but sneer. Work together? Why should I work together with you? You just attacked me, and now you want to work together with me? Why should I believe you? After entering here, Yang Hongwu found out that the entrances were randomly assigned, but after the 10th checkpoint, they would be combined. This was also a challenge for the disciples. If you don't work together, it will be very difficult for you to pass. Whoever passes the checkpoint first will be able to obtain the golden seat. Li Yi said faintly, only the top 10 will have a chance. After that, you won't even have a chance to challenge. You don't have to worry about that. Yang Hongwu said, don't block the way. If you want to fight with me, then I'll be happy to oblige. Okay, you go first. Li Yi stepped aside. He was angry that Yang Hongwu didn't give him any face. However, he wouldn't start a fight with Yang Hongwu at this time. Only a fool would do that. After all, there was still a battle to be fought. That was the Golden Throne Challenge. If he fought with Yang Hongwu at this time, even if he won, he would consume a lot of energy. Yang Hongwu's strength wasn't weak. It wouldn't be easy to defeat him. Yang Hongwu walked in. The 10th checkpoint, here I come. After entering the checkpoint, Yang Hongwu found that the 10th checkpoint was the same. 32 puppets, and they were all half-step into the purple mansion realm. Tortoise breathing skill. Yang Hongwu stepped in carefully, one step at a time. Li's eyes widened when he saw this scene. How is this possible? Why aren't these puppets attacking him? Could it be that these puppets are broken? Li thought as he walked in. When he entered the attack range, he was attacked by the puppets. Damn it, this guy, what method did he use to cheat? Why aren't the puppets attacking him? Li was furious. He kept dodging and moving forward step by step. At this time, Yang Hongwu had already gone out. He pushed open the door and walked out of the 10th checkpoint. Bastard, I'll let you have the first place. I'll make you give it up. The first golden seat is mine. Li waved his long sword, destroying the puppets one by one under the powerful sword chi. Someone's coming out. Let's see who it is. I think it should be Yang Hongwu. He's so strong. It might be Huang Puzhao. He's a puppet master, and he has studied the puppets here. We'll know when he comes out. Yang Hongwu stepped out and walked to the first golden seat under everyone's gaze. It's Yang Hongwu. It's really him. Long live senior brother Yang. My senior brother Yang is the best. Senior brother Yang, I want to have a baby with you. A chubby junior sister shouted. Shut up. Why don't you take a look at yourself? Do you think senior brother Yang would fall for you? Another pockmarked face girl shouted in dissatisfaction, I'm the best match for senior brother Yang. This kid didn't disappoint me. In the elder courtyard, the old scholar said, this kid came out less than 2 hours ago. There aren't many people who can come out in such a short time. That's right. 30 years ago, Dong Fangifei came out in 2 hours. The old thief said. His aptitude is higher than Dong Fangifei's. The old scholar said, don't forget, his cultivation is only at the 3rd level of the true spirit realm. Back then, Dong Fangifei's cultivation had already reached the half-step Violet Palace realm. Are you going to accept a disciple? The old thief said, this kid's cultivation technique doesn't seem to be suitable for you. He has the golden dragon war body, which is incompatible with your Confucian cultivation technique. Can I accept a disciple just because my cultivation technique isn't suitable? The old scholar didn't care at all. He smiled and said, besides, the golden dragon war body isn't as simple as you think. Chapter 98. Someone else is coming out. It's Li. Li was much slower than Yang Hongwu. He was in a sorry state and his aura was unstable. It was obvious that he had used up a lot of energy in the previous battle. After Li came out, his eyes flashed with a sharp light. He coldly snorted at Yang Hongwu and sat down on the second golden throne. Time passed quickly, and more disciples came out one after another. For hours later, all 10 golden thrones were occupied, and the other disciples were also sent out. The host stood on the stage. All right, let the challenges begin. Remember, you only have one chance to challenge. Rank 10th was Huafeiqing. He stood up and walked to the center of the stage. He looked at Yang Hongwu and said, I challenge Yang Hongwu. It's me again. Yang Hongwu looked at this guy. True Spirit Realm level 10. This guy was able to pass the last round at True Spirit Realm level 10. He's not simple. Yang Hongwu stood up. He wants to challenge me? With his ability, doesn't he know how strong I am? Even the previous champion, Yan Tiandao, was killed by me. Steel Fist Body. Huafeiqing activated his battle body. His fists turned into steel. He threw a punch at Huafeiqing. The steel fist could even shatter a sword. Countless people had died under his steel fist. Golden Dragon Battle Body, activate. Mysterious Dragon 9 transformations, 4th change. Azure Dragon 9 consecutive strikes. Yang Hanwu did not hesitate. He held the invincible war blade in his hand and slashed out. The war blade and Huafeiqing's steel fist collided. Both of them retreated. However, Yang Hanwu retreated 2 steps, while Huafeiqing retreated 10 steps before stopping. Puff! Huafeiqing was injured. He was caught off guard by the 9 stacks of gravity. I admit defeat, Huafeiqing said. He knew very well that Yang Hanwu was only pushed back a few steps, but Huafeiqing was not injured at all. Huafeiqing, on the other hand, had his inner palace damaged. It was impossible for him to defeat Yang Hanwu. Moreover, if Yang Hanwu really released his inner palace, Huafeiqing might lose his life, so he simply chose to give up. Bastard, why did you admit defeat? This guy. Lu Zongming was also somewhat dissatisfied. He had given benefits to all those who had entered the battle for the Golden Throne and had them challenge Yang Hanwu. His purpose was to exhaust him and kill him. Huafeiqing was one of them. However, Huafeiqing admitted defeat after only 1 attack. How could he not be annoyed? Rank 9th was Mao Qingshuang. I challenge Yang Hanwu. After Mao Qingshuang stood up and announced his opponent, the crowd below the arena became lively. This is a conspiracy. The girls who liked Yang Hanwu shouted, shameless, get down here. Mao Qingshuang, get down here. Mao Qingshuang heard the shouts. His mouth twitched, but he still stood up and looked at Yang Hanwu. Yang Hanwu looked at where Fan Yang and Lu Zongming were. Fan Yang made a throat-slitting gesture. His eyes were full of killing intent. It's him. Yang Hanwu knew that this time, it was more difficult. Maybe the next few people would challenge him. Junior brother Yang, please. Mao Qingshuang said. I won't be merciful. Since this guy was looking for trouble with him, he would teach them a lesson. Otherwise, they would think that he was easy to bully. Mao Qingshuang's eyebrows twitched. He was uneasy. But soon, he calmed down and said, I won't be merciful either. Junior brother, you have to be careful. His combat constitution was the ancient vine monster body. It was an ancient combat constitution of the wood element. It was very powerful, but Mao Qingshuang had only activated a part of it. Monster vines, bloom. Mao Qingshuang's hands stretched out, and a huge demonic vine, like a huge octopus, whipped towards Yang Hanwu with its tentacles. Yang Hanwu had already activated his combat constitution. He also activated the 9 changes of the mysterious dragon. It was not easy to deal with these huge monster vines. Monster vines were of the wood element. Their nemesis should be this guy. Unfortunately, he did not cultivate a fire element cultivation method. He could only dodge for a while. Of course, he could also activate the battle spirit possession and kill them directly. But the battle spirit possession could only be used once. It could not be used until the critical moment. Sweep in all directions. Yang Hanwu swung his saber. There were saber shadows in all directions, cutting off the monster vines. But the monster vines' ability to grow was too terrifying. It was as if they could not be killed. They grew again after being cut off. They were like whips, lashing out crazily. Pa! 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 Yang Hanwu could only keep dodging. Hua Qianxue, do you have a fire element cultivation method? Yang Hanwu asked quickly. I do have a fire element cultivation method. But you are in the middle of a battle. You can't be distracted. Hua Qianxue said. It's okay. Yang Hanwu said, pass it to me first. Hearing this, Hua Qianxue imparted a fire attribute cultivation method to Yang Hanwu. Fire and water lotus, protect. A huge lotus appeared and protected Yang Hanwu. Yang Hanwu did not move. He let Mao Qingshuang attack him. He even closed his eyes. What is he doing? Did he give up? No, he didn't give up. Last time, he also closed his eyes. But the moment he opened his eyes, he defeated his opponent. That's right. It should be the same this time. What is he doing? Mao Qingshuang saw Yan Hanwu use the fire and water lotus. He hid behind the lotus and closed his eyes. He had a bad feeling. Monster vine kill. Mao Qingshuang roared. A huge monster vine, as thick as a pot, quickly wrapped around Yan Hanwu. It kept closing in, as if it wanted to wrap Yan Hanwu to death. The lotus kept closing in, making creaking sounds. It was as if it was going to explode at any time. Yan Hanwu was in trouble this time. Great. That's great. Many people below the arena were worried about Hanwu. Only Fang Yang was happy. He smiled. That's it. Kill him. Wrap him up. This time, he's dead. That's right. He's dead meat. Cheers. Fang Yang raised his glass, feeling refreshed. A smile appeared on Mao Qingshuang's face. After killing him and Yan Hanwu, he would become the #1 outer sect disciple. Not only would he be able to obtain the Golden Throne, he would also be able to obtain the recognition of senior brother Fang Yang. He seemed to see victory waving at him. He saw himself becoming the eldest senior brother of the outer disciples. Countless junior brothers and sisters would fawn over him. Pure Yang primordial fire. A voice sounded. A ball of flame that looked like a fire dragon flew out and landed on the huge demonic vine. Immediately, the demonic vine began to burn. The huge monster vine was burned clean in an instant. How is this possible? My monster vine. Mao Qingshuang let out a deafening cry. The demonic vine wasn't a manifestation of his true battle constitution, but a demonic vine that had been raised with his blood. It was cut down before, but the consumption was not great. But this time, it was burned by the pure Yang primordial fire. This was different. The root of the monster vine was damaged. While he was screaming, Yan Hanwu moved. Fire and water lotus, explode. A huge lotus flower flew out, hit Mao Qingshuang's body, and suddenly exploded. Boom! With a loud sound, Mao Qingshuang was blown away. He fell to the ground and twitched. No one knew if he was dead or alive. Chapter 99. Next, Zhou Tianyong. The host shouted. I challenge Yan Hanwu. Zhou Tianyong stood up. Shameless, this is too shameless. Unfair, this is too unfair, scheming. Below the stage, everyone cried out one after another. This was really too unfair. It was clear that they were targeting Yan Hanwu. Otherwise, how could the 10th, 9th, and 8th all challenge the first golden seat Yan Hanwu? The gap between the 1st and the 10th, and the 7th and 8th disciples was huge. Yan Hanwu sneered. He had already guessed this. Challenging one by one is too slow. I know you all want to challenge me. How about this, all of you come at me together so that we don't waste time. Yan Hanwu stood up, looked at the others, and said loudly. Crazy, is he crazy? How can he win if all of them come at him together? All 7 of them are at the peak of true spirit realm level 10. How can he win? Hearing Yan Hanwu's words, the crowd below the stage was stunned. These people were all elites, the elites of the outer disciples. They were all geniuses, geniuses who could challenge those of a higher level. Back then, Dong Fanifei only fought 1 against 2, and now he wants to fight all 7 of them. This brat is digging his own grave. Hearing this, Fang Yang sneered. Back then, Dong Fanifei was known as the rare genius of Sky Dragon sect, but he only fought 1 against 2 and almost lost. Who does this brat think he is? A god descending from the heavens? 1 against 7? This kid is really unexpected, Old Thief said. Could it be that he still has some big trump card that he hasn't revealed? Let's watch and see. Old Scholar said, this brat is not a reckless person. Since he dares to do this, he must be confident. You trust him that much? Old Thief was surprised by Old Scholar's words. Hearing Yan Hongwu's words, Zhou Tianyong was furious. Are you looking down on me? Why don't you all come at me together? Yan Hanwu ignored her and turned to the others. Are you courting death? The few people sitting on the golden seats were also angry, especially Li Yi, who was ranked second. How could he not be angry when he saw Yang Hanwu speak such arrogant words? "Host, is this okay? If I lose, they'll just have to go through another round of the qualifiers themselves," Yang Hanwu said. "Are you sure?" "This is not a joke," the host said. "Of course not. They're going to challenge me anyway. If they come one by one, it'll be too much of a waste of time. It's better to decide the victor in one battle. In any case, it won't take much time to deal with this group of trash," said Yang Hanwu. "Fine, fine. Since you want to die, I'll fulfill your wish." Hearing Yang Hanwu call them trash, everyone was furious. All of them were furious as they walked down from their golden seats and came to the center of the arena. "You are all trash. You can't even withstand a single blow." Yang Hanwu's tone was filled with disdain. Seeing that both sides agreed, the host could only nod. "Little bastard, you'll have to pay the price for your arrogant words. I'll crush your bones inch by inch." Li Yi said coldly, "I'll let you know what it means to live a life worse than death." Oh no, this time Yang Hanwu is in trouble. He's too stupid. If he challenges them one by one, with his strength, even if he can't get first place, he should have no problem getting into the top 3. It's also because he's angered. Young people still don't have enough mental strength. This was the thought of some of the elders present. Different from these elders, the female disciples, junior brothers and sisters below the arena were full of admiration, especially those junior sisters. Each of their eyes were shining. Domineering, too domineering. My senior brother Yang is so handsome. He's so handsome. He's courting death. Those male disciples looked at those junior sisters and some senior sisters. They were all infatuated, and their hearts were filled with jealousy. In the arena, Yang Hanwu looked at the 7 people opposite him. Among these 7 people, Li Yi was the strongest. Yang Hanwu reckoned that among these people, there must be some who had taken the elixir that could stimulate their potential. Maybe all of them had the elixir. In order to kill him, Fang Yang had really paid a big price. He had been too merciful before. This time, he had to be more ruthless, especially that Li Yi and Zhou Tianyong. He had to kill them. Battle Spirit Possession. Golden Dragon War Body, activate. Mysterious Dragon 9 Transformation, 4th Transformation. After entering battle mode, Yang Hanwu activated his strongest state. Hua Qianxue poured all of her energy into his body, activating his strongest state. His aura surged. His cultivation broke through from True Spirit Realm Level 1 to the peak of True Spirit Realm Level 10, and finally, he broke through to Purple Mansion Realm Level 1 before stopping. Divine Consciousness. He used Hua Qianxue's Divine Consciousness. This was his strongest state, but it also consumed the most energy. After this battle, Hua Qianxue would be in a deep sleep for at least a month before she could wake up. That would not be a complete recovery. Killing Fist of 10 Directions, Destruction of 10 Directions. Yang Hanwu roared and attacked with both of his fists. Fist after fist, the terrifying fist force enveloped the entire arena. The murderous aura condensed, and the intense killing intent made it hard for people to breathe. Li Yi and the others who were enveloped by this killing fist felt as if they were looking at the Azura Hell. Numerous killing gods condensed on the fist, and each fist was filled with the power to destroy heaven and earth. Kill! 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 Azura blood sea, white bones, and the sky seemed to have been dyed red. Not good, this is the massacre realm. Everyone, let's attack together, or we will all die here. Li Yi was the first to discover the situation and shouted. At this moment, they realized how powerful and terrifying their opponent was. Although Yang Hanwu was only at True Spirit Realm Level 3, his secret technique was too terrifying. He had actually forcefully raised his cultivation to the first level of the Purple Mansion Realm, and he had even cultivated such a terrifying fist art. Murderous aura filled the air, making people lose their minds. Demon, did this guy cultivate a demonic cultivation technique and become a demon? They were all scared to death. Blood Dragon Battle Body, activate. Celestial Battle Body, activate. Fierce Horse Battle Body, activate. Dragon Devouring Battle Body, activate. Without any hesitation, they all activated their battle bodies to the strongest level. All of them unleashed their strongest attacks. Blade Light. Sword Chi. Fist Light. Bow and Arrow. Long Whip. They all attacked Yang Hanwu crazily. The colorful light was like fireworks, extremely beautiful. Yang Hanwu's killing fist collided with the attacks of Li Yi and the other 6. An earth-shattering sound rang out. On the martial stage, the defensive formation was unable to withstand the terrifying power and began to shatter. Like a spider web, it began to shatter. The stone bricks on the ground also burst open, and pieces of gravel flew out. Many disciples who were watching the battle were unlucky. Not good, defend together and repair the array. The few elders present shouted loudly. Chapter 100. Pung. 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 The moment the array was repaired, Li Yi and the other 6 were sent flying. Trash. Yang Hanwu looked at the 7 people who were sent flying by him. He raised his middle finger and mocked, "With such strength, you want to challenge me?" Below the stage. Too domineering. So strong. Li Yi and the other 6 are not his match. Even the defense of the stage was broken. No wonder he wants to fight against 7 people. He is so strong. Li Yi and the other 6 got up again. Although this attack injured them, it was not fatal. They still had the strength to fight. Especially Li Yi. At this moment, he was furious. It was embarrassing. 7 people, but they couldn't even defeat 1 person. How could someone as arrogant as him accept this? The other 6 were the same. Those who were able to enter the top 10 were all geniuses. Which one of them didn't have their own pride? Now that 7 of them were defeated so miserably, how could they accept this? Yang Hanwu, don't be complacent. We were too careless just now. This time, you will die without a burial ground. Li said coldly. His voice was like a bone-chilling winter wind, chilling to the bone. A toad yawning, such big words. Yang Hanwu laughed contemptuously. I didn't kill you just now because I gave you a chance to admit defeat. If you come again, I won't be merciful. Yang Hanwu's eyes were filled with killing intent. Li was not afraid, but of course, there were others who were. I admit defeat. Li Sha, who was ranked 6th, admitted defeat. Without hesitation, she jumped off the stage. Since the first one admitted defeat, there was naturally a second and a third. The 5th and 4th also admitted defeat. Trash, all of you are trash. Cowards. Li Yi was trembling with anger. Not only Li Yi, the angriest ones were Fan Yang and Lu Zongming below the stage. A cup was smashed by Fan Yang and the table was also smashed by him. 7 people, 3 left. Only 4 were left. They were ranked 2nd Li Yi, 3rd Long Shangyun, 7th Xia Yuansong, and 8th Sua Tianyong. Other than Long Shangyun, who was a woman, the rest were all men. Are you ready to die? Yang Hanwu looked at the remaining 4 and asked. Do you really think that you're invincible just because you took advantage of me? You're courting death. Kill him. Li Yi and the other 3 were completely enraged. Compared to the beginning, they were even more furious. Their eyes were red and filled with killing intent. Tempest Blade, Annihilation. A ray of light flickered, and a small tornado appeared. It had the power to destroy mountains and rivers, and it went straight for Yang Hanwu. Indestructible Blood Dragon. A blood-red flood dragon was baring its fangs and brandishing its claws. Heavenly Elephant Punch. A fist punched out in the air like a gigantic celestial phenomenon. Its power was boundless and domineering. Even the heavens and earth were about to collapse and the space was about to be pierced through. Dance of 10,000 Snakes. A long whip lashed out. The long whips swayed, resembling numerous green poisonous snakes. They were densely packed together, constantly dancing and cruising, emitting sizzling sounds. All of them rushed towards Yan Hanwu, wanting to devour and bite him. This caused one's scalp to turn numb and their hair to stand on end. "Is that all you've got?" Yan Hanwu stood there with a smile on his face. "If that's all you've got, then you can all go to hell." Heaven connecting lotus leaf, Wuqiong Bai. Green lotus leaves clustered out, as if they were connected to the horizon. They rushed out and blocked all the attacks of Li Yi and the other three. Omnidirectional killing fist, god of death annihilation. Behind the green lotus leaves was Yang Hongwu's fist, which was surrounded by terrifying killing intent. The killing intent condensed into a terrifying god of death. This god of death was dressed in white, and it fluttered in the absence of wind. Suddenly, his eyes opened, and two terrifying rays of cold light shot out. He raised his right hand and punched out. The fist energy rushed out. Crack! Crack! The sound of glass shattering could be heard. The space collapsed, and a black hole was formed. The black hole grew bigger and bigger, and it swallowed Li Yi and the other three. "No! I don't want to die!" the four shouted. They could only watch as the black hole swallowed them. They couldn't move and had no strength to resist. Li Yi and the others regretted. Why did they target Yan Hanwu? Why did they agree to Lu Zongming's condition? If they didn't agree, they wouldn't have died. But it was too late to regret now. Bang! A loud sound. The defense of the arena was broken again. A ray of light shrouded the arena, and an old man appeared in the arena. The old man blocked the terrifying black hole with one hand. This battle is won by Yan Hanwu. He will be the senior brother of the outer court, the first golden seat. After saying that, the old man grabbed Li Yi and the other three and left the arena. Yan Hanwu stood in the arena. He smiled bitterly. This time, he had consumed too much energy. His body couldn't take it anymore, and his chi was drained. He was already an arrow at the end of its flight. He was lucky to be able to stand here. However, the fact that Li Yi and the other three didn't die made Yan Hanwu quite unhappy. However, that old man was too terrifying. He was the most terrifying and powerful person he had ever met. Even Bairan wasn't as terrifying as him. How many experts did the Heavenly Dragon sect have? The first golden seat. The senior brother of the outer court. Yan Hanwu, senior brother Yan. Deafening cheers came from below the arena. 1 against 7, and he won. He was too powerful. He defeated 7 people alone. That last punch was too powerful. Even an ordinary purple mansion realm cultivator wouldn't be able to withstand it. Monster? Genius? The host walked to Yang Hongwu's side and whispered, "Junior brother Yang, are you all right?" Yang Hongwu smiled bitterly, "I'm fine. I just used too much energy. I'll be fine in a while." "That's good." The host handed the reward for the first place outer court disciple to Yan Hanwu, "Junior brother, congratulations. This is the Dragon Blood True Spirit Pill. With this pill, your strength will take another step forward." "Thank you, senior brother." Yang Hanwu took the pill. He was a little excited. The Dragon Blood True Spirit Pill was really good. This pill should be enough for him to break through to the 4th or 5th stage of the True Energy Realm. He had worked so hard just for it. Also, this is the first golden seat. It belongs to the senior brother of the outer court. You can go to the 3rd floor of the Scripture Pavilion and choose an Earth-class cultivation technique. This was what Yan Hanwu wanted the most. An Earth-class cultivation technique was indeed powerful. However, Yan Hanwu didn't care about it the most. Yan Hanwu cared about the pill recipes on the 3rd floor and some secret records. He hoped to find a way to translate the words on the dragon bones and find a way to break the dragon soul curse. Looking at Yan Hongwu's excited expression, Yan Hao could understand. Back then, he had experienced it as well. That was an Earth-class cultivation technique, and the difference between an Earth-class cultivation technique and a Mystic-class cultivation technique wasn't small at all. Both were at the first level of the Purple Mansion realm, but the difference between a Mystic-class cultivation technique and an Earth-class cultivation technique was too huge. A martial artist who cultivated an Earth-class cultivation technique could defeat 2 or 3 martial artists who cultivated a Mystic-class cultivation technique. I think your movement technique should be the Kunpeng movement technique, but it shouldn't be complete. There is a complete Kunpeng movement technique on the 3rd floor of the Scripture Pavilion. It's an early-stage Earth-class movement technique. Yan Hao said as he patted Yang Hongwu's shoulder. Chapter 101. Chapter 101 10 Million Spirit Stones. Trash, all of you are trash. 7 people can't even deal with 1 person. Fan Yang and Lu Zongming were so angry that they wanted to vomit blood. 7 peak True Spirit Realm experts couldn't even kill a guy at level 3 True Spirit Realm. Most importantly, he had also lost the bet. That was 10 million Spirit Stones. Yang Hanwu walked down the ring with a smile on his face. Zhou San and Mu Shirin had already arrived at Yang Hongwu's side to protect him. Mu Shirin knew that although Yang Hanwu had won, he had consumed a lot of energy. If someone attacked him at this time, they wouldn't be able to resist. Congratulations, junior brother Yang. I still have to thank senior sister for her help. Yang Hanwu said with a smile. It was Fang Shan, who had brought Yang Hanwu into the sect. Junior brother Yang, congratulations. I didn't expect you to be so strong. The eldest senior brother of the outer sect, the first golden seat. TSK, you're too strong. Fang Shan walked over happily, as if he was the one who had won the first golden seat. Brother Fang. Senior brother Fang, senior brother Lu, why are you leaving so quickly? Yang Hanwu shouted when he realized that Fan Yang and Lu Zongming were leaving. Yang Hanwu, don't be complacent. You won't have a good ending if you offend me. Hearing that this bastard Yang Hanwu wanted to humiliate him, Fan Yang was infuriated. Senior brother Fan, have you forgotten something? The bet is 10 million spirit stones. Yang Hanwu said, senior martial brother Fan definitely wouldn't care about a mere 10 million spirit stones. You. Hearing those words, Fan Yang's heart bled. There were so many people present, including Mu Shirin. Even if he wanted to go back on his word, there was nothing he could do. Don't worry, it's only 10 million spirit stones. I, Fan Yang, can still afford it. Fan Yang angrily threw out a storage ring. Your spirit stones are here, but you have to be careful. It's not that easy to take my things. After Fan Yang finished speaking, he turned around and left with Lu Zongming. Good, junior brother Yang is really powerful. Even Fan Yang suffered a loss in front of you. However, junior brother Yang must be careful, this Fan Yang will not give up. If you encounter any difficulties, junior brother Yang must come to me. Although my strength is poor, I can still do some trivial things. Fan Shan said. Don't worry, brother Fan. I know what I'm doing, Yang Hanwu said with a smile. Oh, look, I almost forgot. Isn't there still senior sister Mu? With senior sister Mu here, junior brother will definitely be fine. Fan Shan glanced at Mu Shirin beside him and gave Yang Hanwu a knowing look. Well, I won't disturb junior brother anymore. After senior sister Duan comes out of seclusion, we'll celebrate together. After Fan Shan left, Yang Hanwu, Mu Shirin, and the others arrived at the Azure Phoenix courtyard. Yang Hanwu was not in a hurry to go to the scripture depository. Right now, he needed to recover first. He was too weak. Senior sister, do you have any pills to recover the soul? Yang Hanwu looked at Mu Shirin and asked. Hua Qinshua had fallen into a deep sleep and needed a long time to recover. This was not a good thing, especially when he could face Fan Yang and Lu Zongming's plot at any time. If Hua Qinshua did not recover, it would be a problem for him to go down the mountain. Pills to recover the soul? This is too precious, but I can think of a way. Mu Shirin said. Thank you, Senior Sister Mu. Yan Hanwu said. We're friends, and I have a lot of responsibility for your matter. Mu Shireen said. Saying thank you is treating me as an outsider. Your injuries are very serious now. Your meridians and dantian are damaged. The dragon blood true spirit pill is too overbearing. Don't take it first. Take it after you recover. Here is a meridian warming pill that can help you repair your meridians and dantian. Mu Shireen took out a porcelain bottle and handed it to Yan Hanwu. Thank you, Senior Sister. Yan Hanwu was not polite. His injuries were indeed difficult to recover in a short time. It was good to have such a pill. Otherwise, it would take a long time for him to recover. This meridian warming pill could shorten a lot of time. After Mu Shireen went out, Yan Hanwu sat down cross-legged and swallowed the meridian warming pill. When the pill entered his stomach, it turned into a gentle medicinal power and began to repair his meridians and dantian. Little by little, the effect was amazing. Yan Hanwu felt as if he was soaking in a hot spring. All the pores on his body were relaxed and opened. It was very comfortable. The 9 turns of yin-yang harmony art was activated. 1 cycle, 2 cycles. After an unknown period of time, Yan Hanwu opened his eyes. Although his injuries had not fully recovered, they were almost healed. What a good meridian warming pill. It's really worthy of being a top 4th grade pill. Yan Hanwu took a deep breath. Alchemy, alchemy, he had to become an alchemist. Without Hua Qianshua's help, it was impossible for him to refine pills. He still needed Hua Qianshua to wake up. After she woke up, he had to get her to teach him how to refine pills so that he could become an alchemist. If I can break through to the 3rd revolution of the 9 transformation yin-yang harmony art, my strength should be greatly improved. Unfortunately, it's too difficult to improve the 9 transformation yin-yang harmony art. I need to dual cultivate with a purine immortal body. This made Yan Hanwu very depressed. He knew of Bairan, but she was not in the ancient desolate continent. She was in the ancient domain. He was too weak now and could not enter the ancient domain. The true spirit realm and the purple mansion realm was a big threshold. If he wanted to break through to the purple mansion realm, he had to break through to the 2nd revolution of the 9 transformation yin-yang harmony art. In other words, he had to find a woman with a purine immortal body to dual cultivate with. Yan Hanwu found that the power of the 9 transformation yin-yang harmony art had reached its limit. The power of his 9 dragon saint body was slowly being stimulated, and his cultivation speed was getting faster and faster. If it wasn't for his meridians being damaged and him deliberately suppressing his cultivation, he would have broken through to the 4th level of the true spirit realm. So troublesome, so troublesome. Where was he going to find a woman with a purine immortal body? Even if he found one, would she be willing to dual cultivate with him? It was truly infuriating. He walked out of the cultivation room. Yan Hanwu was going to go to the scripture pavilion to get his reward. After he got his reward, he would go to the market to see if there were any pills that could recover the soul. Another important reason was to find a woman with a purine immortal body. If he stayed here to cultivate, he would be safe. However, he could not find a woman with a purine immortal body, which was a big problem. Yan Hanwu estimated that according to the situation of his 9 dragon's saintly body, he had 1 year at most. If he couldn't find a woman with a purine immortal body within a year, he was afraid that his body would explode and he would die. Senior Mu. When he walked out of the cultivation room, he found Mu Shireen sitting in the courtyard in a daze. Mu Shireen saw Yan Hanwu and asked, "Are you going to the scripture pavilion to get your reward?" Yan Hanwu nodded, "Yes, I'm going to the scripture pavilion to find a suitable movement skill." Mu Shireen thought for a moment and said, "I'll go with you. I have nothing to do anyway." Chapter 102. Black Water Battle Body. The library of the Sky Dragon sect was one of the most important places in the sect. However, there was only an old man guarding the library. No one knew how powerful this old man was, and no one had seen him fight before. Yan Hanwu and Mu Shireen arrived at the library. Little Moo, you're here. The old man looked like an ordinary old man without any aura. However, Yan Hanwu was shocked because of this. Old Zong, I'm here to accompany junior brother. Mu Shirin said. Little guy, you're not bad. You're able to defeat a Purple Mansion Realm expert with your True Spirit Realm 4th level. Not bad, Old Zong looked at Yan Hanwu and nodded. Take good care of your physique. Here's a pill that can help you. As he spoke, Zong Lao handed Yan Hanwu a cyan pill. This pill can restore your battle spirit. Yan Hanwu was shocked. Battle spirit, he can actually see that I have a battle spirit. Who is this old man? What is his cultivation? Too terrifying. Don't be afraid, I won't do anything to you. Also, Hu Shiuer is the person you're looking for. She has the black water battle body. Whether you can pass this trial or not will depend on your ability. Old Zong said with a smile. Yang Hanwu was shocked. In front of this old man, Yang Hanwu felt that he had exposed all his secrets. This old man is too terrifying. Black water battle body, Hu Shiuer, black water battle body is a type of purine immortal body. This old man even knows about my 9 dragon saint body. He's too terrifying. If I enter the ancient domain, I won't have any secrets. My 9 dragon saint body will be exposed sooner or later. Old Zong, what did you say? Why is junior brother looking for senior sister Shiuer? Mu Shirin was also confused. She looked at Old Zong and Yan Hanwu and asked. Cough, cough. Nothing. Thank you for your guidance. Yang Hanwu knew that if this old man wanted to harm him, he could easily crush him. There was no need for him to play any tricks. Dragon soaring 9 heavens is not bad. After that, Zong Lao turned around and walked into the room, ignoring Yang Hanwu and Mu Shirin. Dragon in the 9 heavens? What did that mean? Junior brother, Elder Zong is talking about a movement technique. Seeing Yang Hanwu's confusion, Mu Shirin explained, it's just that this movement technique is incomplete, and no one has ever succeeded in cultivating it. I'll go take a look. Yang Hanwu was a little excited when he heard this. Dragon travels 9 heavens, this name was so domineering. Furthermore, since this old man had brought it up, it was definitely not something simple. The two of them arrived at the 3rd floor. Soon, he found the dragon soaring through the 9 heavens movement technique in a corner. There were a total of 3 floors. Only 3 levels? It's a pity. Dragon soaring through the 9 heavens was classified as a primary earth tier cultivation technique. Yang Hanwu flipped through it and felt extremely excited. This movement technique was completely compatible with him, as if it was tailor-made for him. My grandfather said that this cultivation technique might be a peak earth tier cultivation technique, or even a heaven tier cultivation technique. It's just that it's too difficult to cultivate, and it's incomplete, so it's classified as a primary earth tier cultivation technique. Mu Shirin explained, I don't recommend junior brother to choose this cultivation technique. It's too difficult to cultivate. For thousands of years, no one has been able to cultivate the 1st level. Elder Zong won't harm me, right? Yang Hanwu asked. Junior brother, you should try to cultivate it first. If it doesn't work, you can change to another cultivation technique. Mu Shirin said. Yang Hanwu nodded and put away the dragon soaring through the 9 heavens movement technique. He said, Senior Sister Mu, are there any ancient translations in this library? Like the records about the dragon clan? You want to find records about dragons? Mu Shirin asked. Yes. Yang Hanwu nodded, I accidentally obtained a dragon bone. There are some ancient words on it. I want to see what's recorded on it. Come with me. Mu Shirin led Yang Hanwu to a corner of the 2nd floor. Almost no one came to this corner. It was too inconspicuous. There was a lot of dust below. It was estimated that no one had opened these books for many years. It's here. However, there aren't many records about it. The Dragon Clan is very powerful and mysterious. If you want to know more about it, You'll have to go to the 6th floor. However, even the Supreme Elders don't have the authority to enter the 6th floor. Even if the Patriarch wants to enter, he'll need the approval of at least 3 Supreme Elders and the permission of the Zan Lao. Yang Hanwu was dumbfounded when he heard this. The authority of the 6th floor was so difficult. Only the sect master was qualified to enter, and he had to get the consent of more than 3 great elders. This was equivalent to wasting his time. Is there no other way to go up? Yang Hanwu didn't give up and asked. There are 2 ways. Mu Shirin said, however, these 2 methods aren't something that ordinary people can do. The chances are less than 1 in 10,000. 1 in 10,000, this. Yang Hanwu was speechless. What method was so difficult? Senior sister, just say it. We have to try. The first is to challenge the Heavenly Dragon Pagoda. The Heavenly Dragon Pagoda has a total of 9 floors. The difficulty of each floor increases by 10 times. Since the establishment of the Heavenly Dragon sect, no one has been able to challenge the Heavenly Dragon Pagoda except for the founder. Mu Shirin said, the rules of this Heavenly Dragon Pagoda are very simple. On the 1st floor, you have to kill 1 warrior of the same realm. On the 2nd floor, you have to kill 10 people. On the 3rd floor, you have to kill 100 people. On the 4th floor, you have to kill 1,000 people. Yang Hanwu vomited blood. This was absolutely impossible. 10 times the difficulty of 1 floor. Wouldn't he have to kill 100 million warriors of the same realm on the 9th floor? 100 million would be 100 million. He would be exhausted to death. Not to mention warriors of the same realm, even if he had to kill 100 million ordinary people, he wouldn't be able to do it. What kind of monster was the founder of the Heavenly Dragon sect? Killing 100 million warriors of the same realm? It was simply impossible for a human to do it. Senior Sister Mu, which floor did you pass? Yang Hanwu asked curiously. The 3rd floor. Mu Shirin said. The 3rd floor? Senior Sister is so powerful. Yang Hanwu was shocked. To be able to kill 100 people of the same realm as him was already very terrifying. Which floor did the most powerful person pass? The most powerful person of the older generation is my grandfather. He passed the 5th floor and killed 10,024 people. Mu Shirin said, the most powerful person of the younger generation is Long Tianyi. His aptitude is even more terrifying than my grandfather's. He also passed the 5th floor and killed 10,003 people. The second is Senior Sister Hu Shou'er. She passed the 4th floor and killed 9,962 people. There was always someone better. Yang Hanwu didn't have the confidence to kill 10,000 warriors of the true spirit realm level 3. Yang Hanwu really didn't have the confidence to do it. It was even more impossible to kill 100 million people. What's the second condition? Yang Hanwu thought about it. The first condition was impossible, so there was still the second condition. Mu Shirin said, the second condition is to become the sect master of the Heavenly Dragon sect. It was the same as not saying anything. If he could become the sect master of the Heavenly Dragon sect, he would definitely be able to enter the 6th floor of the library. Chapter 103. Blood Pet Pill. After leaving the library, Yang Hanwu gave the green pill to Hua Qianxue. The pill turned into pure energy and slowly restored Hua Qianxue's strength. Half a day later, Hua Qianxue woke up. You found a pill that can restore the soul? Hua Qianxue was overjoyed. Her strength had recovered a lot, reaching the 3rd level of the Purple Mansion realm. This was given to me by an old senior in the library. That old man saw through your existence and also discovered that I have the 9 Dragon Saint body. Yang Hanwu said. What? Are you kidding? Hua Qianxue was shocked. How could someone in the ancient desolate continent see through the 9 Dragon Saint body? How could someone discover her existence? Unless the person's strength was in the primordial spirit realm or even beyond it. There's no need to joke. Yang Hanwu said, that old man is too terrifying. In front of him, it was as if he could see through one's soul. That old man's strength is too terrifying. I'm afraid that those old guys in the ancient domain are only SOSO. Hua Qinshu sighed. I didn't expect that there would be such a terrifying existence in the ancient desolate continent. That old man shouldn't have any evil intentions. Otherwise, I wouldn't even know how I died. Yang Hanwu said, because of the 9-dragon saint body, if I can't get together with a woman with the purine immoral body within a year, my body will explode and I will die. There is one in the Sky Dragon sect, but it's not that easy to get her. Hua Qinshu also knew about the 9-dragon saint body. Yang Hanwu also didn't hide it. He and Hua Qinshu were now one. Isn't there still a year? You have the 9-dragon saint body, which is a fatal attraction to a woman with the purine immoral body. It shouldn't be difficult to get her. Hua Qinshu said, but your strength is too weak now. The key is to increase your strength. Moreover, you have many enemies. I plan to subdue the Blue Phoenix. That way, my battle strength will increase a lot. Yang Hanwu thought for a moment and said, if you want to subdue the Blue Phoenix, there is a blood pet pill. Can you refine the blood pet pill? Yang Hanwu asked. Of course, but the herbs for the blood pet elixir are not easy to obtain. You need a blood spirit grass. Hua Qinshu said, the blood spirit grass is very rare. It's a 5th-rank spirit grass. After I consume the dragon blood true spirit pill, I will go look for the blood spirit grass, Yang Hanwu said. In Fangyang's courtyard. Lu Zongming, your method won't work. You've made me lose tens of millions of spirit stones for nothing. If you can't give me an explanation, you know the consequences. Fangyang had been in a bad mood recently. He had failed to kill Yang Hanwu and suffered a huge loss. Furthermore, it had directly caused him to fail in breaking through to the mystic embryo realm. When he saw Lu Zongming's arrival, he was extremely displeased. Senior brother Fan, I have already received news that the little bastard is looking for the blood spirit grass. This is a good opportunity for us to get rid of him, Lu Zongming said. Blood spirit grass? What does that little bastard want the blood spirit grass for? Fangyang frowned slightly and asked. Who knows? He probably wants to find someone to refine the blood vitality elixir. The blood vitality elixir is a 5th-rank elixir that can refine and improve one's bloodline and restore the origin of one's bloodline. That brat has used a few powerful secret techniques, which probably caused great damage to his body. He wants to use the blood vitality elixir to restore the origin of his bloodline, Lu Zongming said. You have news about the blood spirit grass? The blood spirit grass was very precious, and so was the blood vitality elixir. If he had it, Fangyang would not be willing to part with it. There is news about the blood spirit grass in the Sky Dragon Mountain range. However, it is said that there is a 5th-rank late-stage savage beast guarding it. Even a mystic embryo realm martial artist returned without success, Lu Zongming said. Even a mystic embryo realm martial artist returned without success. Do you think that brat will take the risk? Fangyang heard and said, he is not a fool. With his strength, even if he uses that powerful secret technique, he can only deal with early-stage Purple Mansion realm martial artists. He will not be able to withstand a single blow from a mystic embryo realm martial artist. Not many people know about the news about the blood spirit grass. Lu Zongming said, as for the news about the 5th-rank savage beast, we just have to keep it a secret from that little bastard. Furthermore, that little bastard urgently needs the blood spirit grass. Even if he knows that there's a 5th-rank savage beast, he will still go. Mu Shirin and Duan Qian will not stand by and do nothing. If they go together, we can catch them all in one fell swoop and be the fishermen. That's right. When both of them and the 5th-rank savage beast are injured, we will be the fishermen that benefits. Fangyang's eyes lit up. If that's the case, let us prepare well. As for the news, get someone to leak it to that little bastard. Remember not to let that little bastard off too easily. Otherwise, it will arouse his suspicion. Don't worry, senior brother Fan. I know what to do. Lu Zongming nodded. What? You want to go out? When Mu Shirin heard that Yang Hanwu wanted to go out, she frowned and said worriedly, although you have made a breakthrough in your strength, you are still only at level 4 of the true spirit realm. Fang Yang and the others must be watching you in the dark. In the Sky Dragon sect, there are sect rules, so he will not do anything openly. But once you are out of the sect, it will be much easier for him to deal with you. Yang Hanwu said, Senior sister, don't you want to tame the Blue Phoenix? You have a way to help me tame the Blue Phoenix? Mu Shirin heard and asked happily. But she shook her head. I have already given you the Blue Phoenix. It is yours. Yang Hanwu smiled and said, the Blue Luan bird originally belonged to Senior Sister. Senior Sister has the Blue Luan battle body. If you can subdue the Blue Luan bird, your strength will increase explosively and you will directly break through to the mystic embryo realm. At that time, Senior Sister can help me catch an even stronger savage beast. Mu Shirin was indeed tempted. Originally, Mu Shirin wanted to tame the Blue Phoenix as her natal battle pet. But the Blue Phoenix was too difficult to tame and the possibility of success was too low. Plus, Yang Hanwu was in great danger because of her, so she gave the Blue Phoenix to Yang Hanwu. What is it? Mu Shirin asked. Have you heard of the Blood Pet Elixir? Yang Hanwu looked at Mu Shirin and asked. Blood Pet Elixir? Junior brother, do you have the recipe for the Blood Pet Elixir? Hearing this, Mu Shirin was pleasantly surprised. It was very difficult to tame a battle pet. Ordinary savage beasts were easy to tame, but those with noble bloodlines were not easy to tame. Even if they were young, they would not yield to human warriors. Yang Hanwu nodded and said, I have the recipe for the Blood Pet Elixir and I can refine it. But now, the herbs needed to refine the Blood Pet Elixir are very precious. One of them is the Blood Spirit Grass, which is very rare. You went out this time to find the Blood Spirit Grass? Mu Shirin asked. Chapter 104. Lesser teleportation charm. Your idea is not bad. With her help, the probability of obtaining the Blood Spirit Grass will be much higher. Hua Qinshua said, the Blood Spirit Grass is a grade 5 spiritual medicine. There must be a savage beast guarding the Blood Spirit Grass. It could be at the peak of grade 5 or even grade 6. With your strength alone, there is no way you can defeat it. That's why I asked Senior Sister Mu to help me. If I'm lucky, I can make 2 or 3 Blood Pet Elixirs from 1 Blood Spirit Grass. For me, 1 is enough. Yang Hanwu had purposely told Mu Shirin about the Blood Pet Elixir. Without her help, Yang Hanwu wouldn't have been able to get the Blood Spirit Grass. More importantly, he had to face Fan Yang's suppression. He was only at True Spirit Realm level 4, and Fan Yang hated him to the core. After leaving the Sky Dragon sect, Yang Hanwu didn't know what method he would use to kill him. With Mu Shirin, Yang Hanwu had a protective talisman. There were many savage beasts in the Sky Dragon mountain range. The deeper one went, the stronger the savage beasts were. It was said that there was a level 7 savage dragon in the depths of the Sky Dragon mountain range. Of course, Yang Hanwu wants the blood and inner core of a level 7 barbaric dragon. Unfortunately, his strength is not enough, the difference is too great. This time, many people enter the Sky Dragon mountain range. As for Yang Hanwu and Mu Shirin, they kept a low profile. Unbeknownst to them, the two of them had long been targeted. Sky Dragon mountain range is indeed domineering. Yang Hanwu sighed and looked at the Sky Dragon mountain range. It was tens of thousands of miles long and looked very domineering. In the depths of Heavenly Dragon Mountain, an indistinct dragon might gave Yang Hanwu an impulse to enter the depths of the mountain range. In the depths of the Sky Dragon mountain range, there seems to be something attracting me, Yang Hanwu said to Hua Qinshue. This is very normal. You have the 9 dragon's saintly body. In the depths of the Sky Dragon mountain range, there may be something left behind by a real dragon to attract you. However, your strength is too weak. Entering the depths of the Sky Dragon mountain range is tantamount to courting death. Hua Qinshua said, In the future, when your strength reaches the mysterious embryo realm, you can try to investigate. Yes, I know. Yang Hanwu nodded. He was not a fool. Of course, he would not risk his life. After walking for about half a day, the group of people who entered the Sky Dragon mountain range split up. Yang Hanwu naturally was with Mu Shirin Yun. 6 people Fang Qinxue Hua Qinxue Yang Hanwu. Fang Qinxue. Hua Qinxue warned. Although Hua Qinshua's current strength was only at the 3rd level of the Purple Mansion realm, her spiritual perception was much stronger than an ordinary person's. Even an ordinary mystic embryo realm expert could not compare to her. 6. It seems like they want to be fishermen. Yang Hanwu thought to himself. If they were mainly targeting him, they would have already attacked him. One of them was holding Mu Shirin back, while the others could easily kill him. NIS is. That bastard still won't give up. Mu Shirin frowned. This is troublesome. Let's go find the blood spirit grass. If they disturb us and something happens, it will be bad. What made Mu Shirin even more curious was that she did not notice that someone was following them, but this junior brother was the first to notice. This junior brother was not that simple. Senior Mu, let's beat them at their own game. Yang Hanwu smiled. Behind them, Fan Yang, Lu Zongming, and a few others were together. They stopped. Did they notice us? Lu Zongming said. Impossible. I used the invisibility powder. This powder can hide our aura. Only mysterious embryo realm experts can notice us. One of them is at the 10th level of the Purple Mansion realm, and the other is at the 4th level of the True Spirit realm. How can they notice us? Fan Yan said. This brat is very vigilant and strange. It's better for us to be careful, Lu Zongming said. What's there to be afraid of? There are 6 of us here, and all of us are at the Purple Mansion realm. Mu Shirin and that brat are not our opponents. It's fine even if we are exposed. Fan Yang was at the peak of the 10th level of the Purple Mansion realm, and half a step into the mysterious embryo realm. Lu Zongming was at the 6th level of the Purple Mansion realm. The other 4 were at the 9th level of the Purple Mansion realm, the 8th level of the Purple Mansion realm, and the other 2 were at the 7th level of the Purple Mansion realm. After walking for a while, according to the map, there were not many powerful savage beasts along the way. Senior Mu, there should be a level 5 savage beast in front. Why don't we teach those bastards a lesson? Yang Hanwu might not have a good spiritual sense, but Hua Qinxue was very good. She warned him when she noticed the savage beast in front. You want to divert the trouble? Mu Shirin immediately knew what Yang Hanwu was thinking. That's right. There are 6 of them, and I'm too weak. If we really fight, I won't be their opponent. So I can only use the savage beast to exhaust their strength. Yang Hanwu replied. Okay. But how can we lure them into the trap? Mu Shirin said. Fan Yang isn't a fool. He won't be tricked so easily. Moreover, there's Lu Zongming. That guy is even more cunning. Mu Shirin's face was filled with disgust when she mentioned the 2. I'll go and lure the savage beast out. Senior Mu, you go first. Yang Hanwu said. No, you're too weak. Mu Shirin said. I'll go and lure it out. You go first. Senior Mu, did you forget about the cultivation technique I obtained from the library? Yang Hanwu smiled. I've already cultivated the dragon soaring 9 heavens to the 2nd level. It's a good opportunity to test how powerful the dragon soaring 9 heavens is. Yang Hanwu was very careful about the dragon soaring 9 heavens movement technique. From Hua Qinxue, Yang Hanwu knew that the dragon soaring 9 heavens movement technique was a top-tier heaven-ranked movement technique. It was famous in the ancient domain. The dragon soaring nine heavens movement technique was created by a peerless expert tens of thousands of years ago. When cultivated to perfection, one could transform into a true dragon and roam the nine heavens. Then you have to be careful. Serene took out a talisman. This is a lesser shift talisman. Take it. If you can't do it, use it. No, it's too precious. Senior Mu, you should keep it. The lesser teleportation talisman was a 6th grade talisman. It was extremely precious and was definitely a life-saving trump card. No one could refine this kind of lesser teleportation talisman. It could only be found in ancient times in those ancient secret realms or in the tombs of experts. Yang Hanwu estimated that there were no more than 3 lesser shift talismans in the entire Heavenly Dragon sect. Just take it. I have another one. You don't have to worry about me. Serene took out another lesser shift talisman and waved it in front of Yang Hanwu. Tycoon. Yang Hanwu couldn't help but admit that this girl was really a tycoon. She took out 2 lesser shift talismans at once. This was enough to prove that old man Mu cared about Serene and pampered her. He even gave her 2 of such precious talismans at once. Thank you, Senior Mu. Since she still had another talisman, Yang Hanwu wouldn't be polite. With this lesser shift talisman, Yang Hanwu was more confident. Chapter 105. Killing with a borrowed knife. Why did they split up? Fan Yang found it strange when he saw Yang Hanwu and Serene split up. Senior brother Fan, what should we do? Lin Yan asked. Split up? Did they really find us? Fan Yang frowned. No, they wouldn't. If they found us, they wouldn't split up unless that little bastard wants to die. What should we do now? Let's do this. Lin Yan, Zhao Ho, and I will team up to find Serene. The 3 of you will follow that little bastard, Fan Yang said. Okay. Fan Yang and the others split into 2 groups. One group was Fan Yang, Lin Yan, and Zhao Ho, while the other group was Lu Zongming's group. Of course, Yang Hanwu knew that they had split up. It's better if we split up. That savage beast is in the late stage of the 5th level. Its strength is equivalent to the 9th level of the Purple Mansion realm. If the 6 of us are together, the damage won't be too great. But if it's 3, Yang Hanwu sneered. He sped up. Let's catch up. Lu Zongming saw that Yang Hanwu had sped up and followed him. Although Lu Zongming wanted to kill Yang Hanwu right now, he had to consider the matter of the blood spirit grass. When Yang Hanwu entered the territory of the savage beast, he purposely left a trail. It was very clear that he was heading towards the territory of the 5th level savage beast. Yang Hanwu hid at the side. Seeing Lu Zongming's group enter the territory of the savage beast, he couldn't help but laugh. How dare they find trouble with him? They must be courting death. After Lu Zongming's group entered the territory of the savage beast, he frowned and said, that little bastard is gone. Junior brother Lu, what should we do now? A disciple asked. Not good. There's a 5th level savage beast here. Suddenly, a huge creature appeared in front of them. It was a giant python that was 1 foot thick and 2 to 3 feet long. It had a pair of huge eyes that looked like lanterns. The snake opened its mouth and stuck out its tongue, making a hissing sound. This is an earthen Vajra python. Its strength is equivalent to the peak of the Purple Palace realm. The 3 of them were flabbergasted. The great earth Vajra python was invulnerable to swords and spears. It had an astonishing defense and was extremely fast. Even a martial artist at the peak stage of the Purple Mansion realm might not be able to defeat this great earth Vajra python. This was going to be troublesome. Junior brother Lu, what should we do? That little bastard was probably swallowed by the earthen Vajra python. Let's go. Lu Zongming immediately made his choice. What a joke. This was the golden earth python. Even if they worked together, they wouldn't be able to defeat it, unless Fan Yang took action. However, Fan Yang had already left to chase after Serene. As for that little bastard, Yang Hanwu, he would definitely be swallowed alive by the golden earth python. Lu Zongming and the other two wanted to leave, but the earthen Vajra python wouldn't let them. Entering its territory was a provocation to it. The snake moved at an astonishing speed. With a swing of its huge tail, it was like a dragon swinging its tail. Wherever it went, some trees were snapped. Great flame palm! Nia Hanwu shouted as he threw out a palm strike. It was like a volcano erupting as it rushed towards the great earth Vajra python. Yu also roared and used his strongest attack. He soared into the air and stabbed down with his sword, forming a huge vortex. That huge vortex swept towards the serpent's tail. Void step! Lu Zongming did not block it, but used his movement skill to escape. You guys stop that bastard. I'm not strong enough, so I'll leave first. If anything happens to you guys, I'll get senior brother Fong to take care of your family. Yu and Yu were so angry that they vomited blood. This bastard actually left the two of them behind and escaped alone. Hateful. But there was nothing they could do now. The great earth Vajra python was extremely aggressive. Under the joint attack of the two, it wasn't injured at all. The great earth Vajra python's defense was too strong. Yang Hanwu wasn't stupid enough to watch the battle between the great earth Vajra python and Yu. Instead, he followed behind Lu Zongming. Yang Hanwu despised Lu Zongming's ruthlessness, abandoning his companions to escape for his own life. Soon, Lu Zongming caught up with Fang Yang. Senior brother, something happened. Lu Zongming patted his body and spat out blood, pretending to be injured. His face was pale and he was out of breath. Yang Hanwu sneered. This guy was indeed ruthless. What happened? Why are you injured? Fang Yang was shocked when he saw Lu Zongming's condition. With your strength, it should be easy to deal with that bastard. How did it end up like this? Where are you and Yu? Senior brother, it's like this. We were chasing that bastard, but we didn't expect to enter the territory of the great earth Vajra python. That bastard disappeared. We guessed that he was eaten by the great earth Vajra python. When we were about to leave, the great earth Vajra python discovered us. Senior brothers, in order to save me, they risked their lives to stop the great earth Vajra python. I'm afraid. I'm afraid that they are already dead. Lu Zongming said, squeezing out a few drops of tears. Yang Hanwu was disgusted by his appearance, but he couldn't help but admire his acting talent. Great earth Vajra python? Fang Yang's eyes flashed coldly. He knew about the great earth Vajra python. Even if he encountered it, he might not be able to defeat it. Forget it. Since it's already happened, it's too late to regret. Since that bastard is dead, it saves me the trouble of killing him. Not far ahead should be the blood spirit grass. There's also a peak level 5 savage beast there. I'm afraid that it's not weaker than the great earth Vajra python. It might even be stronger. We have to be careful. Fang Yang said. They continued to move forward. Yang Hanwu transmitted his voice to Mu Shireen, senior sister. I tricked 2 of Fang Yang's group. There are only 4 of them left. You should hide first. We are not far from the blood spirit grass. I think that Fang Yang deliberately leaked the information about the blood spirit grass to me so that they could take the lead. I know. Mu Shireen was certainly capable. Her concealment technique was not weaker than Yang Hongwu's. After hiding, Fang Yang couldn't find her at all. Mu Shireen's disappearance made Fang Yang feel that something was wrong. Mu Shireen also disappeared. Did they already know that we were following them? Fang Yang stopped and murmured. Senior brother Fang, what happened? Lu Zongming asked. Lu Zongming, tell me honestly. Did you see that bastard Yang Hanwu being swallowed by the great earth Vajra python with your own eyes? Fang Yang stared at Lu Zongming. Lu Zongming shook his head. No, we were following him. When he entered the great earth Vajra python's territory, he suddenly disappeared. Not good, we fell into a trap. Hearing this, Fang Yang struck out with his palm, causing a large tree to fall. that little bastard separated from Moose Shireen on purpose. He wanted to disperse our strength and then use the savage beasts to weaken our strength. If I'm not wrong, that little bastard should have already met up with Moose Shireen. This. Senior Brother Fawn, this. What should we do now? Moreover, we lost track of Senior Sister Moo and the others. Lin Yan said. Chapter 106. On the line of life and death previously, Fan Yang was following Yan Hanwu and Moose Shireen, but now it was the other way around. Yan Hanwu and Moose Shireen carefully followed behind them, looking at the place where they found the blood spirit grass. The blood spirit grass grew on the edge of a stone wall, and there was a small pool next to it. The depth of the pool could not be seen, but the blood spirit grass on the stone wall was as red as blood. Senior Sister, that's the blood spirit grass. If I'm not wrong, there should be a savage beast guarding the blood spirit grass in the pool. It's a water-type savage beast. Yan Hanwu said. It's probably a sky-devouring crocodile. Moose Shireen said, there's a sky-devouring crocodile's aura here, so there should be a sky-devouring crocodile in the pool. The sky-devouring crocodile is stronger than the earth and diamond python, so it won't be easy to get the blood spirit grass. Fan Yang and the others also stopped. Seeing that Fan Yang and the others were near the pool, but they did not get close to the pool. They were also looking at the blood spirit grass from afar, showing no signs of making a move. After waiting for about half an hour, Yan Hanwu was helpless when Fan Yang and the others did not make a move. Senior Sister, Fan Yang and the others are also troublesome if they don't make a move. Yan Hanwu said. Fan Yang won't act rashly. They know that we're hiding in the dark, so they won't make a move easily. Moose Shireen said. Are we going to stay like this? Yan Hanwu did not want to stay like this. As soon as he finished speaking, he heard Fan Yang shout, Shireen, Yan Hanwu, come out. I know you're hiding here. Don't hide anymore. Yan Hanwu did not say anything. Moose Shireen did not move either. Fan Yang continued, there's a level 6 sky-devouring crocodile in the pool. If we fight it alone, no one is its opponent. So if we want to get the blood spirit grass, we have to work together to have a chance. After we get the blood spirit grass, we'll split it equally. What do you think? If Fan Yang didn't hate him to the core, Yan Hanwu might have been persuaded. However, people like Fan Yang and Lu Zhongming were vicious and merciless. They weren't trustworthy. Shireen, if you don't believe us, we can swear that we absolutely won't do anything to you. Seeing that Yan Hanwu and Moose Shireen didn't move, Fan Yang spoke again. Junior Brother Yang, what do you think? What Fan Yang said makes sense. There is a level 6 savage beast, the sky-swallowing crocodile, in the pool. If we only rely on our own strength, we won't be able to get the blood spirit grass. We only have a chance if we work together, Moose Shireen said to Yan Hanwu. Yan Hanwu was well aware of this. Initially, he thought that it was just a grade 5 savage beast. He didn't expect it to be a grade 6 savage beast. The place where the blood spirit grass was located was a stone wall. There was only one way to go through the pool. There was no other way around it. As for coming down from the stone wall, that was out of the question. The stone wall was shiny and smooth as if it had been waxed. It was impossible to stay there. More importantly, there might be other savage beasts hiding on the stone wall. There was basically no place to borrow strength on the stone wall. Their strength would be greatly reduced. If they encountered a grade 4 savage beast, they might not even be able to deal with it. Therefore, if they wanted to get the blood spirit grass, they would have to go through the pool. That's fine. I'll leave with the shift talisman as soon as I get the blood spirit grass. But that will waste 2 shift talismans. Yan Hanwu was reluctant. The shift talisman could save a life at a critical moment. It was too precious. It would be a waste to use it like this. Was it worth it to use 2 shift talismans to exchange for a blood spirit grass? In Yan Hanwu's opinion, it wasn't. But Moose Shireen was different. If he could get the blood spirit grass and make the blood pet pellet, he would be able to break through the Purple Mansion realm and enter the arcane embryo realm. He could also get a battle pet, which was a good deal. After all, the shift talisman is just an external item. It's best to improve your strength, Serene said. If I can get the blood spirit grass by using the shift talisman, it's worth it. Okay. I'll listen to you. Since Serene had said so, Yan Hanwu naturally wouldn't say anything else. The two of them slowly walked out of the woods. Serene, you are here, Fan Yang said to the two of them. Lu Zongming looked at Yan Hanwu, but he didn't look happy. Yan Hanwu should have seen how he had left Lu Yu and Lu Zongming behind while he ran for his life. Senior brother Fan, senior brother Lu, how are you? Yan Hanwu said with a grin. He looked at Lu Zongming with a meaningful smile. Yan Hanwu wouldn't let go of the opportunity to sow discord between Lu Zongming and Fan Yan. I've underestimated you. I'll deal with you and Lu Zongming in the future. Fan Yan snorted. Senior brother Fan, you must be joking. Senior brother Yu and Lu Zongming are all at the late stage of the Purple Mansion realm. I'm only at the 4th level of the True Spirit realm. As for Yu and Lu Zongming, I saw it. I wanted to save them, but I couldn't. Yan Hanwu sighed. Fan Yan clenched his fist so hard that it made cracking sounds. Yu and Lu Zongming were Fan Yang's confidants. Fan Yang was pissed that they died in the Sky Dragon Mountain range, and Yan Hanwu's provocation made him even angrier. Yan Hanwu, don't test my patience. Otherwise, I'll kill you even if I don't want the blood spirit grass, Fan Yang said angrily. Senior brother Fan, this kid is too despicable. I think we should kill him first. As he spoke, Lu Zongming rushed towards Yan Hanwu. He stabbed out with his sword. The sword light was extremely dazzling. It was as if a 7-colored peacock had spread its wings and spread its tail. In that beautiful scene, there was a terrifying murderous aura. Lu Zongming used his full strength to kill Yan Hanwu. Serene, who was beside Yan Hanwu, moved. She raised her arm slightly and drew a circle. A blue phoenix let out a cry and flew towards Lu Zongming. Boom! A loud sound was heard as a powerful force exploded and spread out in all directions. The originally calm pool started to churn. Poochie! With a splash of water, a huge head emerged from the pool. It opened its huge mouth, which was at least 2 feet wide. Roar! A terrifying roar shook everyone's mind. Heaven-devouring crocodile, damn it. Everyone's face changed. The heaven-devouring crocodile's body was huge. It was like a small mountain. Every step it took shook the earth. Lu Zongming, you son of a bitch. This is all your fault. Fan Yang cursed. If it wasn't for Lu Zongming's impulsive actions, this wouldn't have happened. Now that the sky-devouring crocodile had appeared, they were caught off guard. As a result, the probability of obtaining the blood spirit grass was much lower. Yan Hanwu was happy. Fishing in troubled waters was more beneficial for Yan Hanwu. Chapter 107. Dragon soaring in the 9 heavens. Be careful. Your safety is the most important thing. If it's too dangerous, use the small shift talisman and leave. Serene whispered to Yan Hanwu. Don't worry, senior sister. I know. I'm not stupid. I won't risk my life. Yan Hanwu said, Senior sister, you have to be careful too. I'll find a chance to get the blood spirit grass. Once I get it, I'll leave. Yan Hanwu had restrained his aura, but there was no way to hide the faintly discernible dragon aura on his body. This was the pressure from the bloodline, which had a great impact on the sky-devouring crocodile. However, in the eyes of the sky-devouring crocodile, Yan Hanwu was too weak. Fan Yang and the others were the biggest threat to it. The sky-devouring crocodile roared and its huge body moved quickly. Although the sky-devouring crocodile's body was huge, its movement speed was not slow at all. Its body was also very agile. Its gigantic tail was covered with bone spikes. It looked like a gigantic spiked club. As it swung about, huge pits were smashed into the ground. Scorching sun saber technique, sunset cut. The saber in Fan Yang's hand emitted a fiery red light. When he waved his saber, the saber light was like a scorching sun, falling down at an extremely fast speed. The water in the pool boiled up. Cyan Phoenix strike. Mu Shireen also moved at that moment. She slightly raised her hands and clenched her fingers. With lightning speed, she attacked like a giant cyan phoenix, rushing up to the sky and then diving down. Her sharp claws tore the air apart. Her target was the sky-devouring crocodile's eyes. Lin Yan, Zhao Ho and the others also moved together. A 6th-level savage beast was incomparably powerful. If they did not attack together, it would be a dead end. Only by attacking together and working together would they have a chance. Although Lu Zongming was unwilling, he could only attack the sky-devouring crocodile. If he escaped at this time, he was afraid that Fan Yang would not let him go. Fan Yang, Mu Shireen and the others restrained the sky-devouring crocodile. Yan Hanwu moved. His target was the blood spirit grass. He let out a long roar and pushed his speed to the limit. He walked on the surface of the water, dragging a long shadow behind him like a huge dragon. Seeing Yang Hanwu rushing towards the blood spirit grass, the sky-devouring crocodile panicked. It lashed out crazily, opened its mouth, and bit continuously. Lin Yan was caught off guard and was hit in the chest by the sky-devouring crocodile's tail. His body flew out and hit a big tree. With a crack, the big tree fell down. "Block it!" Mu Shireen shouted. She had already activated her battle constitution. She was covered in a layer of cyan light, which made her look extremely beautiful. The azure luan mark between her brows made her appear even more noble and charming. At this time, Mu Shireen clasped her hands together and a huge amount of power condensed, forming a small blue luan in front of her. That small blue luan let out a clear cry. This sound had an astonishing penetrating power. After the cry, it rapidly flew out like a sharp arrow. Fan Yang moved as well. He knew that this was the most critical moment. Although he was unwilling, he had to do it. If he did not join forces with Mu Shireen, once Mu Shireen was injured, he would not even have a chance to escape. The reason why the sky-devouring crocodile was called the sky-devouring crocodile was because of its divine ability. A level 6 savage beast could use its divine ability. Once it used its divine ability, it would be extremely terrifying. At this time, the sky-devouring crocodile had already opened its mouth. A terrifying suction force was emitted from its mouth. It formed a terrifying whirlpool. The fallen leaves in the surroundings and the water in the pool were all sucked into the whirlpool. "Open!" Fan Yang roared and slashed with his battle saber. The saber light was like a golden lightning, tearing the entire sky apart and slashing on the huge whirlpool. Lu Zongming's long sword pierced out. A colorful peacock flew out and entered the whirlpool, exploding. That terrifying suction vortex had been blown apart. The suction force had weakened a lot, which made the sky-devouring crocodile even crazier. It kept twisting and turning, causing the ground to shake and the mountains to shake. Its tail lashed out crazily, destroying the surrounding rocks and trees. Huge pits appeared on the ground one by one, and huge stones turned into powder. At this time, Yang Hanwu had already arrived in front of the blood spirit grass. When he was about to reach out to pick it, he heard Hua Qianshua's voice, "Be careful." As soon as her voice fell, Yang Hanwu found that behind him, a big mouth was biting towards him. "Damn it, there's a sky-devouring crocodile. It's a cub." Yang Hanwu moved to the right and dodged the bite. He did not expect that in addition to the huge sky-devouring crocodile, there was a cub in the pool. The cub's strength was not weak. It was at the early stage of the Purple Mansion realm. Yang Hanwu did not hesitate at all. With a thought, the battle spirit possession was activated. The golden dragon war body was activated. He exerted all of his strength without holding back. The surging power burst out, making Yang Hanwu feel invincible. However, Yang Hanwu knew that this was just an illusion. Although his combat strength could compete with the third or fourth level of the Purple Mansion realm, he could not hold on for long. With a grab, the blood spirit grass was kept in his storage space. Looking at the sky-devouring crocodile cub that was chasing after him, Yang Hongwu's mouth curved into a smile. This sky-devouring crocodile was very strong, and its cub was not bad either. He turned around and punched out. His fist was like a huge hammer. The huge hammer heavily hit the sky-devouring crocodile cub's head, making it dizzy. Then, Yang Hanwu reached out and grabbed the sky-devouring crocodile cub's neck, pulling it out of the pool. The sky-devouring crocodile cub's body was huge. However, in front of Yang Hongwu's huge strength, it was as light as a feather. When the dragon soaring 9 heavens was executed, it crossed the pool in an instant. When the sky-devouring crocodile realized that the blood spirit grass was taken away and its cub was taken away, it was even angrier. It let out an earth-shattering roar. The crazed sky-devouring crocodile was even more terrifying. In a few breaths, the violet power seemed to shatter the entire space. Its huge tail was crazily twitching. Mu Shirin, Fan Yang, and the others were sent flying by the violet power. After the sky-devouring crocodile sent Mu Shirin and the others flying, it turned its head and rushed towards Yang Hanwu. When Yang Hanwu saw this, he knew that something was wrong. Although the dragon soaring 9 heavens was very fast, it slowed down with the sky-devouring crocodile cub, and he could not use the small shift talisman. When Yang Hanwu saw the huge crocodile rushing towards him, he hurriedly threw the sky-devouring crocodile cub in his hand. Its target was Lu Zongming, who was the furthest away. This bastard dared to sneak an attack on him. If it were not for Mu Shirin, he would have been seriously injured even if he did not die. Sure enough, after Yang Hanwu threw the sky-devouring crocodile cub out, the sky-devouring crocodile gave up attacking him. Although the blood spirit grass was good, in the eyes of the sky-devouring crocodile, its cub was more important. When Lu Zongming saw the sky-devouring crocodile cub flying towards him, he was scared to death. Yang Hanwu, this bastard, must have done it on purpose. He was furious with Yang Hongwu's action. He could not wait to tear Yang Hanwu into pieces. However, there was no other way now. Escape. The most important thing now was to escape. Chapter 108. Escape Senior Sister Mu, let's go. After Yang Hanwu finished speaking, he crushed the Lesser Transference Talisman. Mu Shirin received Yang Hongwu's sound transmission and also crushed the Lesser Teleportation Talisman. Watching Yang Hanwu and Mu Shirin disappear before his eyes, Fan Yang was so angry that he wanted to vomit blood. On the other side, Lu Zongming was being chased by the sky-devouring crocodile and was running toward him. Fan Yang couldn't help but curse, "Lu Zongming, you idiot." Cursing was one thing, but he had to deal with the sky-devouring crocodile. Mu Shirin was gone, and Lin Yan was seriously injured on his side. If Lu Zongming died, he wouldn't be able to stop the sky-devouring crocodile. He forcefully raised his chi and rushed toward the sky-devouring crocodile. Yang Hanwu and Mu Shirin had already used the small teleportation talisman to teleport outside the Heavenly Dragon Mountain range. "Senior sister, are you alright?" Seeing Mu Shirin's pale face, Yang Hanwu supported her and handed her a pill. Mu Shirin had suffered serious injuries from the fight with the sky-devouring crocodile. "It's nothing serious. I'll be fine after resting for a few days." Mu Shirin swallowed the elixir and revealed a gratified smile. "Junior brother, have you gotten the blood spiritual grass?" "Yes." Yang Hanwu nodded. "Let's go back and adjust our condition. I'll start refining the blood pet pill." Yang Hanwu remembered that there was a 6th-level beast in the Savage Beast Garden. If he could tame that beast as his battle pet, he wouldn't have to worry about Fan Yang and the others. As for the blue Luan bird, although its bloodline was a little more noble, it didn't make much of a difference to him. In the future, when he could use the 9th Heaven Mysterious Tower, he could use it to subdue as many savage beasts as he wanted. Why would he care about a mere blue Luan bird? Dragons and phoenixes were fine, but the blue Luan's level was still too low. The two of them quickly returned to the sect. As for whether Fan Yang and the others could escape the sky-devouring crocodile's pursuit, it was none of his business. To Yan Hongwu, it was better if they were dead. Then, no one would find trouble with him. However, Yan Hongwu also knew that Fan Yang and the others wouldn't die so easily. As the nephew of the Sky Dragon sect master, how could he not have a life-saving trump card? 3 days later, Yang Hongwu's condition was restored to its peak. He was ready to start concocting pills. Senior sister, I'm going to start refining pills. Remember, no one is allowed to come in and disturb me. Otherwise, it'll be troublesome if I fail at the last step, Yang Hongwu said. It was taboo to be disturbed while refining pills. Moreover, it was not Yang Hongwu who was controlling the pill. It was Hua Qianxue who was possessed by the battle spirit. Although he could refine some simple elixirs, there was no way he could refine a high-level elixir like the blood pet elixir. He had to rely on Hua Qianxue's power. Moreover, it consumed a lot of energy. Once he was disturbed, the consequences would be unimaginable. Not only would the refining fail, but he might also suffer a backlash. Therefore, Yang Hongwu solemnly told Mu Shirin that Fan Yang and the others didn't come to find trouble in the past 3 days. They were probably injured and were recovering. Once their cultivation recovered, they would definitely come. Don't worry. I won't let anyone disturb you unless they step over my dead body, Mu Shirin said. For Mu Shirin, the blood pet elixir was of great use to her. It was related to her future. No one was allowed to disturb her. Therefore, Mu Shirin sent a message to her grandfather. Don't worry, my dear granddaughter. No one will disturb you. Old Master Mu was very happy. Of course, he was more curious about Yang Hongwu. This kid's physique was not simple. He had the golden dragon battle body. Moreover, his cultivation speed was amazing. His combat strength was even more terrifying. He could challenge those who were at a higher level than him. In the entire history of Sky Dragon sect, such a genius was rare. If his granddaughter could be with him, it would be a good ending. Thank you, Grandpa. After hearing old Master Mu's words, Mu Shirin was finally relieved. Grandpa had spoken. Not even the sect leader could disturb Yang Hongwu, let alone Fan Yang. In the cultivation room, Yang Hongwu began to refine the elixir. He opened the furnace. Step by step, he put the herbs into the furnace and carefully controlled the flame. This time, Yang Hongwu's strength had improved a lot. Compared to the last time, it was much easier to refine the elixir, and the consumption was also much lower. Time passed bit by bit. The herbs in the furnace had slowly turned into a medicinal liquid. Refine. Yang Hongwu made a series of hand seals and increased the amount of pure Yang genuine qi. This process was to refine the residue in the medicinal liquid. Soon, the residue was separated little by little. The blood-red liquid and the black residue appeared on both sides of the furnace. They were very distinct. After separating, Yang Hongwu made another hand seal. The residue and waste were discharged from the small hole in the furnace. After removing the residue and impurities in the medicinal liquid, the last step was to condense the elixir. This was the last step, and there could not be any mistakes. Condense. Yang Hongwu opened his eyes suddenly. He made a hand seal and shouted softly. The furnace shook for a while. Yang Hongwu controlled the genuine qi in the furnace, wrapped the medicinal liquid, and slowly condensed it into 3 blood-red elixirs. Seeing that it was about time, Yang Hongwu slapped the top of the alchemy furnace, and 3 red lights shot out. Their speed was very fast, like arrows. Yang Hongwu had already noticed it. He quickly swept his hand, caught the 3 red lights, and put them into 3 porcelain bottles. It was a success. Yang Hongwu wiped the sweat on his forehead. In order to refine these 3 elixirs, Yang Hongwu felt that his mental strength was about to be drained. Hua Qianxue also consumed a lot of mental strength. But for these 3 elixirs, everything was worth it. The blood pet elixir, a top 5th grade elixir, could be used to subdue a battle pet. Drop a drop of essence blood on the elixir and then feed it to a savage beast. That savage beast would become one's battle pet, and it would be loyal and would not betray him. After taking 100 flower dew elixir to recover his cultivation, Yan Hanwu exhaled a mouthful of turbid qi, opened the stone door, and walked out. At the door, Mu Shireen saw the stone door open and hurried to greet him. "Junior brother, how is it? Did you succeed in refining the elixir?" "Fortunately, I didn't disappoint you." Yan Hanwu smiled and handed a porcelain bottle to Mu Shireen. "Senior sister, this is a blood pet elixir. With this blood pet elixir, you can subdue the cyan phoenix." "Junior brother, thank you very much." Mu Shireen took the porcelain bottle and looked at Yan Hanwu with a smile. After putting away the porcelain bottle, she saw that Yan Hanwu didn't look good. She knew that he must have consumed a lot of energy to refine the elixir. She said with concern, "Have a good rest. I have some elixirs to restore energy." "Thank you for your concern, senior sister. It's not a big deal. By the way, Fan Yang and the others should be back, right?" Yan Hanwu said. "They didn't come to make trouble?" "They did, but I blocked them," Mu Shireen said. Mu Shireen said, "You don't have to worry. However, you'd better not go out for the next few days. This time, Lin Yan, Zhao Ju, and the others are all dead. Only Lu Zongming and Fan Yang came back. They also have backers. I'm afraid they will target you together, so you must be careful." Chapter 109. Scramble for a disciple. "Junior brother, what kind of battle pet do you want? I'll go talk to Grandpa and ask him to catch one for you." Mu Shireen looked at Yan Hanwu and felt sorry for Yan Hanwu. After all, she had given the cyan phoenix to him, and now she was going to take it as her battle pet. Yan Hanwu smiled and said, "This is nothing, I can find it myself. Isn't there a grade 6 savage beast in the Savage Beast Garden? I think it's quite suitable. There are no good battle pets in the Savage Beast Garden." Mu Shireen shook her head and said, "How about this, junior brother? I'll take you to my grandpa and let him accompany you to catch a level 6 savage beast. Anyway, my grandpa wants to see you." "To see the first Supreme Elder?" Yang Hanwu hesitated for a moment before nodding. "All right." The next day, Yang Hanwu and Mu Shireen entered the Sky Dragon Sex Elder courtyard together. Along the way, they met many inner disciples who stared at Yan Hanwu as if they wanted to skin Yan Hanwu alive. "Senior apprentice Sister Mu, are you here to look for the first Supreme Elder?" A little girl was overjoyed when she arrived at a courtyard. "Who is this? Is he Senior Mu's boyfriend?" Mu Shireen blushed and shook her head. "No, this is junior brother Yan Hanwu. My grandfather wants to see him, so I brought him here." "Hello senior brother Yang, my name is Yan Yun." Yan Yun stretched out her white and tender hand. "Hello, junior sister Yan Yun." Yang Hanwu had a good impression of this little girl. Senior brother Yang's hand is so warm." Yan Yun seemed reluctant to let go of Yang Hanwu's hand and said, "No wonder senior sister Mu didn't accept senior brother Fang's pursuit." Mu Shireen blushed. Yang Hanwu also felt a little embarrassed. At this moment, another person walked over from afar. This woman was wearing a blue dress, and her eyes were like gems. Her hair was slightly blue, and she gave off a cold aura, as if she was an iceberg. Her eyes were as gentle as water. "Fourth level of the Mystic Embryo Realm?" Hua Qinxue asked. "Mystic Water Battle Body. Black Water Battle Body?" Shizu Shower. Yang Hanwu took a deep breath. This woman was his goal for the next year, the Xianxue Battle Body. Only by combining with her would he be able to harmonize the masculine dragon power in his body. Otherwise, he would explode and die. "Senior Sister Shower. Senior Sister Shower, you're here. This is Senior Brother Yang. His body is so warm." Yan Yun ran over happily and pulled Hu Shower's arm. Seeing Yang Hanwu, Hu Shower was also very surprised. This man gave her a very warm feeling, making her feel somewhat close to him. This was the first time Hu Shou'er had met a man who made her feel close to him. Even her family members did not give her such a feeling. Senior Sister Hu. Yang Hanwu took the initiative to extend his hand and said, "I'm Yang Hanwu, an outer court disciple. Hello." When their hands touched, both of them felt like they had been electrocuted. Soon, they let go of each other. Senior Sister Shou'er, don't underestimate junior brother Yang. Junior brother Yang is this year's eldest senior brother of the outer court disciples. Mu Shireen said. Eldest senior brother of the outer court disciples? Hu Shou'er was shocked. Yang Hongwu's cultivation was only at 4th level of the true spirit realm. It was not easy for him to become the eldest senior brother of the outer court disciples. The eldest senior brother of the outer court disciples had always been at the peak of 10th level of the true spirit realm. But Yang Hanwu was only at 4th level of the true spirit realm. Of course, she did not think that the outer court disciples had become so weak that a 4th level of the true spirit realm could become the champion. There was only one possibility, and that was that Yang Hanwu was a genius, a peerless genius who could challenge those of a higher level. Thinking of this, Hu Shou'er could not help but carefully size up Yang Hanwu. This young man was not old, only about 18 or 19 years old. At this age, there were many people who had reached the Purple Mansion realm. But this young man was only at 4th level of the true spirit realm, but his combat strength could defeat those at the peak of 10th level of the true spirit realm, and even those at 1st level of the Purple Mansion realm. His combat talent must be very strong, and there was another point, and that was his physique. Hu Shou'er could not help but remember that her physique was the black water battle body, which was a purine immortal physique. There was only one possibility for a physique that could attract her battle body, and that was the pure yang immortal physique. If she and the pure yang immortal physique were to cultivate together, then both of them would make great progress. Their cultivation speed would probably be several times faster than cultivating alone. Thinking of this, Hu Shou'er's face turned red. Why did she think of this? Junior brother Yang, this is a messaging charm. Junior brother, you can find me if you need anything. With that, Hu Shou'er took Yanyan's hand and left. Yang Hanwu looked at the messaging charm in his hand, and he was very surprised. Could it be that she also saw through his physique? Or did she take a fancy to him? A messaging charm was not something that ordinary people could afford. In the entire inner sect, there was almost no one who had a messaging charm. Only the core disciples would have one. Junior brother Yang, it seems that senior sister Hu Shou'er values you very much. You have to keep this messaging charm well. It's very rare, and only the core disciples have it. Mu Shireen said with some jealousy in her heart. The two of them entered the courtyard. There were 2 old men in the courtyard. One was an old Confucian scholar, and the other looked more like an ordinary old farmer. Grandpa Kong is also here. Mu Shireen shouted when she saw the 2 old men. Little Mu girl is willing to come and see me? The ordinary old man said with a smile. The old Confucian scholar smiled and joked, what's there to see for an old man? A handsome young man is more pleasing to the eye. You old bookworm, you want to argue with me? Isn't it natural for my granddaughter to come and see me? The ordinary old man said. Girls will always have to marry. The old Confucian scholar said, I think this young man is not bad. Come, junior brother Yang. This is the 3rd Supreme Elder, Elder Kong. This is my grandfather, the 1st Supreme Elder. Mu Shireen introduced. Grandpa Kong, this is Yang Hanwu. Yang Hanwu stepped forward and said, Hello, Elder Kong. Hello, Elder Mu. Call me Grandpa. Old man Mu said. Call me Master. The old Confucian scholar said. Yang Hanwu was stunned when he heard this. You old bookworm, you have such an idea. When old man Mu heard this, his beard curled up, and his eyes widened. Why not? I don't have a disciple yet. I think little Yang is not bad, and his talent is also good. Little Yang, how about it? As the Grand Supreme Elder, I'm more than qualified to be your master, right? The old Confucian scholar said, acknowledge me as your master. After that, I'll propose marriage for you and let little Mu girl marry you. Little Yan, don't listen to him. What's so good about a bookworm? It's better to acknowledge me as your master than him. My cultivation is more powerful than his. Old Man Mu said. Yang Hanwu was dumbfounded. Mu Shireen was also dumbfounded. What was going on? Her grandfather and Grandpa Kong were competing for a disciple, and they both wanted Yang Hanwu to be their disciple. However, if junior brother Yang became their disciple, wouldn't she have to call him martial uncle? No, this won't do. No, I won't agree. Mu Shireen cried out without thinking, if junior brother Yang acknowledges you as his master, wouldn't I have to call him martial uncle? No. Chapter 110. Dapeng Golden Eagle Elders, let's talk about this later. Right now, I'm only at the true spirit realm, and I'm only an outer disciple. I'm afraid that many disciples will be unhappy if I accept a master. Yang Hanwu pondered for a moment and said. In the Sky Dragon sect, the disciples of the inner sect elders or elders were all inner sect disciples. There had never been an outer sect disciple. What outer sect disciple? What inner sect disciple? This old man doesn't care. If I were to accept a disciple when I become an inner sect disciple, wouldn't there be a few more shameless old men coming to snatch disciples? Old Master Mu said angrily, are you looking down on me? If you don't become my disciple, I won't let my granddaughter marry you. Mu Shireen blushed and pouted, Grandpa, what are you talking about? If you keep doing this, I won't talk to you anymore. This time, junior brother Yang and I are here to ask you to catch a battle pet for him. A battle pet? What are you doing? It's not easy to catch a battle pet. It's hard to catch a young one, and it's not easy to tame one. Unless you're a beast tamer, you won't be able to tame one, Old Man Mu said. Junior brother is a beast tamer, and he also knows how to refine blood pet pills, said Mu Shireen. What? Old Master Mu and Elder Kong stood up at the same time. Are you serious? Little Yang, do you really know how to refine blood pet pills? Not only is he a beast tamer, he's also an alchemist. Blood pet elixir was a 5th grade elixir, which was comparable to a 6th grade elixir. It was even more precious than some 6th grade elixirs. A beast tamer and an apothecary at the same time. Such talents were simply too valuable. No matter where they were, they would be treated with the utmost respect. Such a talent status in the Sky Dragon sect is definitely much nobler than an ordinary inner elder, perhaps even comparable to a grand elder. Ahem, seniors, I do know how to concoct blood pet pills. As for being a beast tamer, I only know a little about it because the art of beast tamer has been lost for a long time. If I had the art of beast tamer, I would have been able to become a real beast tamer. As for the art of concocting pills, I only know a little about it. As for the art of concocting pills, I used a special method to concoct blood pet pills, which consumed a lot of energy. When Yang Hanwu saw the two old men so agitated, he knew that something was wrong. They were going too far. It was not a good thing to show off. I can prove that. Junior brother spent 3 days and 3 nights refining the blood pet pill. His mental strength was greatly exhausted, and his soul was also damaged. Mu Shireen also explained to Yang Hanwu. Amazing. Even so, it's still amazing. Even if he hasn't reached the level of a 5th grade alchemist, he's still a 4th grade alchemist. Old Man Mu and the old scholar looked at each other in shock. One had to know that Yang Hanwu was only 18 years old. If he had reached such a level, he would be even more amazing in the future. More importantly, this kid's combat strength was also terrifying. He was only at level 4 of the true spirit realm and could kill a martial artist at the peak of level 10 of the true spirit realm. He was invincible in the true spirit realm. Once such a person entered the Purple Mansion realm, even if he couldn't defeat those in the Purple Mansion realm, he would be invincible in the early stage of the Purple Mansion realm. If this kid challenged the Sky Dragon Pagoda, he might be able to pass the 5th level. Once he challenged the Sky Dragon Pagoda, he would definitely be able to take the first place on the Sky Dragon ranking. This made the two even more determined to take in a disciple. "Kid, be my disciple. I can catch any battle pet you want." The old scholar grabbed Yang Hongwu's hand and said. Old Man Mu also grabbed Yang Hongwu's other arm and angrily glared at the old scholar. "Nonsense. Do you think I can't catch one?" Mu Shireen was also helpless. Seeing Yang Hongwu's bitter expression, she hurriedly said, "Grandpas, how about this? When junior brother Yang becomes an inner disciple, he can take you and Grandpa Kong as his master. Grandpa is the great master, and Grandpa Kong is the second master. Why should I be the second master? Why should I be the great master?" The old scholar said. "What? You're not convinced? If you're not convinced, let's fight and see who's stronger." Old Man Mu raised his chin and raised his beard. "Let's fight. I'm not afraid of you." The old scholar also stood up and rolled up his sleeves, ready to fight. Mu Shireen looked at this scene helplessly. "Seniors, you can discuss this first. We'll go find other seniors to catch battle pets." Yang Hanwu thought about it and said, "No, you can't go." When the two heard this, they hurriedly stopped. How could they let him go? If this kid was taken away by others, it would be a big loss. How could they let such a good disciple be taken away by others? "What kind of battle pet do you want?" "Old bookworm and I will catch it for you," Old Man Mu said. "Yes. Given the strength of Old Man Mu and I, no one can catch a better battle pet. Tell me, what kind of battle pet do you want?" The old scholar also said. Yang Hanwu thought that a flying battle pet would be better. It would be convenient for him to walk. Besides, flying battle pets were good at attacking and escaping. "I want a flying savage beast as a battle pet," Yang Hanwu said. "A flying battle pet? Well, in the Sky Dragon Mountain Range, the best flying savage beast is the Cyan Phoenix. The Cyan Phoenix has been given to Miss Mu, so only the Golden Rock is left." The old scholar said to Yang Hanwu, "Disciple, what do you think of the Golden Rock?" "Okay, it will be the Golden Rock." Yang Hanwu nodded. The Golden Rock was definitely one of the kings of the sky in the ancient desolate continent. Its flying speed was fast and its combat strength was terrifying. Besides, the Golden Rock could grow into a real ancient ferocious bird. However, it was not easy to make it evolve. "Okay, we will go and catch it now. You two, wait here. The old scholar and I will be back soon." With that said, Old Man Mu disappeared on the spot. The old scholar also stepped forward and turned into a shadow, disappearing in front of them. "Congratulations, junior brother. The Golden Rock was not inferior to the Cyan Phoenix at all. In fact, it was even more ferocious. Senior sister, thank you for your help. If you didn't bring me here, I wouldn't have been able to persuade the two seniors to help me," Yang Hanwu said with a smile. With the Golden Rock as a battle pet, he didn't have to worry about Fang Yang plotting against him. As for Lu Zongming, he didn't have to worry about him either. Lu Zongming's strength was only at the later stage of the Purple Mansion realm. His uncle was just an ordinary inner elder. Now, with the two great elders as his backing, he didn't have to be afraid of anyone in the Sky Dragon sect. 2 hours later, the two seniors came back. The old Confucian scholar descended from the sky with a gigantic golden rock in his hand. The Golden Rock was definitely a 6th-level savage beast, and it was at the middle stage of the 6th level. Its combat strength was comparable to a warrior at the middle stage of the mysterious embryo realm. However, the King of the Sky was a little weak at the moment. It didn't have the domineering aura it used to have. The old scholar threw the Golden Rock to the ground and said, "Okay, disciple, this is your battle pet Old Man Mu and I have taught it a lesson. But it's not a big deal. Now, it's up to you." Yang Hanwu took out an elixir. It was the blood pet elixir. He forced out a drop of essence blood and dripped it on the elixir. Then, he fed it to the Golden Rock. Chapter 111. War Pet Space. Is this the effect of the blood pet elixir? Amazing. Looking at the process of Yan Hanwu subduing the golden rock, several people were shocked. The golden rock was an extremely arrogant savage beast. Even if it was beaten to death, it would never surrender to its master. But now, it was controlled by a small medicinal pill. Seniors, if you need the blood pet pill, as long as you can find the materials, I can refine a cauldron in 1 month. Yan Hanwu looked at the two old geezers with sparkling eyes and quivered. Hearing this, Old Master Mu and the old scholars' faces lit up. Disciple, you said it yourself. The key ingredient of the blood pet elixir is the blood spirit grass. The 2 blood pet elixirs that Senior Sister Mu and I have obtained were obtained from the depths of the Sky Dragon mountain range by a narrow escape, Yan Hanwu said. You brat, you put my granddaughter in danger. If something like this happens again, I won't let you off, Old Master Mu said with a dark face. Grandpa, I'm fine, aren't I? Mu Shireen said coquettishly. Of course, it's good that he's fine. But if anything happens, it'll be too late for regrets, Old Master Mu said angrily. He left the Elder Council. Now that he had the golden rock as his shield, he didn't need to worry about Fan Yang and the others harming him. As for those old fellows, they would not lower themselves to attack him. Moreover, there was still Old Master Mu and Old Master Kong. He was in a good mood. Yang Hanwu jumped on the Dapeng Golden Eagle. Together with Mu Shireen, the Dapeng Golden Eagle spread its wings and flew into the sky. This feeling was awesome. It was simply awesome to the point of bursting. With the Dapeng Golden Eagle, it would be convenient to go anywhere in the future. Heavens, what is that? Dapeng Golden Eagle, it's a level 6 savage beast. There's someone up there. Oh my god, who's riding the golden rock? That's amazing, to be able to subdue the golden rock as a mount. I'm so jealous. Who's up there? Senior Sister Mu, it's Senior Sister Mu. Hey, there's another person. It's a man. I think I recognize him. He's the eldest senior brother of this batch of outer sect disciples. His name is Yan Hanwu. Looking at Yan Hanwu and Mu Shireen riding the golden great pung around the Sky Dragon sect, all the disciples were envious. A few of the inner disciples and core disciples were filled with jealousy upon seeing this. A short-haired man's eyes flashed with a cold light. With a crack, the cup in his hand was crushed. Who is that guy? Senior brother Liao, that guy is called Yan Hanwu. He is this year's #1 outer sect disciple. He has a good relationship with Senior Sister Mu. These days, they have been living together. A successor disciple beside him whispered. Good, very good. A mere outer sect disciple dares to fight over a woman with me? You're courting death. Liao Can's voice was very calm, but it was filled with killing intent. Yan Hanwu didn't know about this. Even if he knew, he wouldn't care. So what if he was a successor disciple? So what if he was in the mysterious embryo realm? As a battle pet, the Golden Pung was equivalent to an expert in the mysterious embryo realm. The Golden Peng landed in front of Yan Hanwu's courtyard. This was where Yan Hanwu, as the eldest senior brother of the outer sect, cultivated. Now that he had the Golden Peng, he didn't need to worry. Junior brother, I have to go. I'm going to tame the Blue Phoenix. I may have to cultivate in seclusion for a while. I won't be able to take care of you for a while. You have to be careful. Mu Shireen said to Yan Hanwu. Yan Hanwu smiled and said, Senior sister, don't worry. I have the Golden Peng as a battle pet now. I'm not afraid of even a successor disciple. You still have to be careful. Don't provoke a successor disciple. You're too weak. A successor disciple has a lot of trump cards. Although the Golden Peng is powerful, it's difficult to resist. Mu Shireen said. Yan Hanwu was surprised and said, Senior sister, are the successor disciples of the Sky Dragon sect really that powerful? Mu Shireen nodded and said, even an average successor disciple can trap the Golden Peng for a few breaths and kill you in a few breaths. Therefore, you haven't grown up yet. Don't get into a conflict with a successor disciple. Yang Hanwu forced a bitter smile. He had thought that with the Golden Peng's protection, he could protect himself in the face of a successor disciple of the mysterious embryo realm. He didn't expect that he still couldn't be 100% safe. In the final analysis, he was still too weak. However, if a 6th-rank beast wasn't enough, what about another one? He still had a blood pet elixir to tame a second battle pet. It's not that simple. It's not easy to tame a second battle pet. Hua Qinshua's voice appeared in Yang Hongwu's mind. Are there any restrictions? Yang Hongwu asked. First, your spirit is too weak to support it. Hua Qinshui explained. Second, you have to open up a large enough battle pet space. Battle pet space? What is a battle pet space? Yang Hongwu had never heard of a battle pet space, so he asked. Don't you think it's inconvenient for the Golden Peng to stay outside? Hua Qinshui asked. Indeed. The battle pet space is a place for your battle pets to rest. Open up a space in your mind for your battle pets to rest. Usually, you put your battle pets into the battle pet space and only let them out when you need to fight, Hua Qinshui explained. How do I open up a battle pet space? Hua Qinshui sent Yang Hongwu some information. That was exactly how to open up a battle pet space. Oh, I see. After receiving the information, Yang Hongwu finally understood what the so-called battle pet space was all about. The number of battle pets one could tame was determined by a warrior's spirit and the battle pet space. The stronger the spirit, the more battle pets one could tame, and the more battle pets one could tame. Generally speaking, a warrior could only tame one battle pet at most and open up a battle pet space. That was the limit. But there were some special people, such as beast tamers, who could tame multiple battle pets and open up multiple battle pet spaces. Yang Hongwu moved his mind. He took out spirit stones and set up a formation. Then, he sat in the middle of the formation with his legs crossed and his mind sank into his mind. Battle pet space, open up for me. He moved his mind and condensed his spirit. He tore open a space in his mind. That space was narrow. Yang Hongwu widened it little by little. Time went by little by little. The battle pet space in his mind was also expanding little by little. 3 days later. Yang Hongwu opened his eyes. A battle pet space with a width of dozens of feet had been opened up in his mind. The Golden Peng went into the battle pet space as soon as his mind moved. As soon as the Golden Peng went into the battle pet space, it sent a message of comfort. In the battle pet space, the Golden Peng's recovery speed was much faster. It would take at least half a year for the injured Golden Peng to recover. But in the battle pet space, the recovery speed was greatly accelerated and the time was greatly reduced. In 2 months at most, the Golden Peng could be completely healed. Chapter 112. Coiling Dragon Grass. The next day, Yang Hongwu adjusted his spirit to the peak and was ready to open the second war pet space. He actually failed. The second opening did not go as smoothly as expected. It actually failed, which made Yang Hongwu depressed. It turned out that he was full of confidence. Opening the second war pet space was more than 10 times harder than opening the first one. No, it should be 100 times harder. It was no wonder that most people couldn't open the second war pet space. Don't be discouraged. You will have a chance to open it. Hua Qinshui said, when you open the second war pet space, you already tore open a crack. However, you are not strong enough yet, so you can't open it. Wait until you break through to the Purple Mansion realm and possess divine sense. Then, you should be able to open it. I hope so. Yang Hongwu sighed. Since there was no way to open it now, he could not force it. The most important thing was to increase his own strength. In the past few days, Yang Hongwu also learned about the Heavenly Dragon Pagoda and the Heavenly Dragon ranking. Entering the Heavenly Dragon leaderboard allowed one to earn contribution points. This was much better than doing missions outside. If one could enter the top 10 of the Heavenly Dragon leaderboard, one could earn over 1,000 contribution points every day. Contribution points were good stuff. They could be used to exchange for medicinal pills, cultivation techniques, equipment, and so on. In the Sky Dragon sect, although spiritual stones were used as currency, they couldn't be used to trade for pills, cultivation techniques, or equipment. In the Sky Dragon sect's transaction hall, only contribution points can be exchanged. As the eldest senior brother of the Outer Sect disciples, Yang Hanwu only received a mere 10,000 contribution points for obtaining the first golden seat. These 10,000 contribution points could be exchanged for a top-notch 4th-grade medicinal pill, or a profound-grade cultivation technique, or a mid-grade profound artifact. These were of little use to Yang Hanwu. For example, Yang Hanwu wanted to exchange for the slaughter gloves. It was an earth-tier item that could be used in conjunction with the killing fist of 10 directions. However, it required 300,000 contribution points. Another example would be the Dragon Blood True Spirit pill that he had previously obtained, which required 500,000 contribution points. There were also dragon bones, but there were no words on them. They were just ordinary dragon bones that gave off traces of dragon chi, but they still cost 80,000. Apart from that, there was also dragon blood. One drop of dragon blood cost 300,000. There were also some single-use offensive weapons such as the Skyblast Thunders. These Skyblast Thunders were much more terrifying than the Skyblast Thunders in the Golden Dragon City. A single Skyblast Thunders was equivalent to an all-out attack from an early-stage Purple Mansion realm martial artist. Another example would be the Talisman, the Hellfire Snake Talisman. This was a top-tier 4th-grade talisman that required 12,000 contribution points. Expensive. In a word, everything in the hall was extremely expensive. Yang Hanwu had a lot of spirit stones. He still had more than 9 million spirit stones. However, spirit stones could not be exchanged for contribution points. Of course, Yang Hanwu could also choose to exchange them for contribution points with other disciples. However, contribution points were too difficult to obtain. Most disciples would not use them to exchange for spirit stones. Therefore, to Yang Hanwu, if he wanted to obtain good things, he had to first obtain enough contribution points in the trading hall. Secondly, he could go down the mountain and buy things from the trading houses. He could also participate in auctions, where he could often obtain some unexpected good things. There was another place to go, which was the trading market. The Sky Dragon sect also had a trading market. This was the first time Yang Hanwu came to the trading market of the Sky Dragon sect. There were many people here. Most of them were disciples of the Sky Dragon sect. However, there were also a few disciples of other sections. As he walked, there were people constantly hawking. Come and take a look. Take a look. This is a top-grade spirit recovery pill. It can quickly restore true chi. It only costs 100 spirit stones. Ancestral treasure armor. It only costs 10,000 spirit stones. Junior brother, what do you want? Look at this. This is a treasure sword that I obtained from a ruin. It's incomparably sharp. It can cut through even a strand of hair. Yang Hanwu walked in the trading market. In this trading market, there were all kinds of things. There were real and fake things. It was possible to pick up scraps. It was also possible to be eye-catching. Everything depended on one's own eyesight. Suddenly, a withered grass on a stall in the distance attracted Yang Hanwu's attention. He quickly walked up to it. That withered grass seemed to be able to resonate with his bloodline. It was definitely not an ordinary medicinal herb. The owner of the stall was an old man dressed in coarse clothing. Yang Hanwu could not see through the old man's strength. Yang Hanwu could not help but be a little surprised. This old man's strength was probably at the mysterious embryo realm. Senior, how would you like to trade these medicinal herbs? Yang Hanwu squatted down and casually picked up a medicinal herb in his hand and asked aloud. Take all 300,000 spirit stones. The old man glanced at Yang Hanwu and said in an indifferent tone. crazy, he's really crazy. These look like withered grass with no value at all. He actually wants 100,000 spirit stones. A disciple at the side shouted. This old man must have gone crazy from his desire for spirit stones. Only a 4th grade spirit drop grass can be worth tens of thousands of spirit stones. The other medicinal herbs are not worth a single cent, junior brother. Don't be fooled by this old man. I'm also an alchemist. Apart from the spirit drop grass and the spirit origin grass, I've never seen the other medicinal herbs before. I also didn't sense any large spirit chi fluctuations on them. They're not worth 300,000 spirit stones at all. Junior brother, don't be fooled. A handsome male disciple tugged at Yang Hanwu and said. Senior brother, thank you for your reminder. Yang Hanwu noticed that the old man who set up the stall did not care about the ridicule of the people around him at all. It was as if he did not hear them at all. Yang Hanwu secretly praised this old man's ability to maintain his composure. If it were him, it would be difficult for him to keep silent after being ridiculed by so many people. Yang Hanwu could not recognize those medicinal herbs. However, it was enough that one of the withered grass could resonate with his bloodline. Just for that withered grass, 300,000 spirit stones was definitely worth it. Senior, I want all of these spirit herbs. Here are 300,000 spirit stones. Please count. Yang Hanwu handed over the spirit stones without hesitation. No need to count. The number is correct. The old man quickly took the spirit stones and handed the medicinal herbs to Yang Hanwu. Then, he began to pack up the stall. Fool! Who is this spendthrift? Is he stupid but rich? Spending 300,000 spirit stones to buy a few weeds. What a fool! In an instant, Yang Hanwu's nickname of the stupid but rich spendthrift spread. However, Yang Hanwu did not care at all. Hua Qinshua said in Yang Hanwu's mind, you've made a fortune. That's a 6th grade spirit herb coiling dragon grass. This is a coiling dragon grass? Yang Hanwu was also shocked. A 6th grade spirit herb was not easy to find. A 6th grade spirit herb could be exchanged for millions of spirit stones. It was unbelievable that he had spent 300,000 spirit stones to buy it. Moreover, the coiling dragon grass was of great help to his 9-dragon saint body. With this coiling dragon grass, he could break through to LV5 or even LV6 of the true spirit realm. It was too surprising. He did not expect his luck to be so good. Are you sure? Although this withered grass can resonate with my bloodline, it doesn't look like the legendary coiling dragon grass. Yang Hanwu was still somewhat confused. You're tuning into the Mythic Realms YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.